Make up your mind. What? No. It's a black screen. Oh. What? It's a disgusting sight. Oh, crap. I just avoided that thing. Like a pro. Like a pro. Crap! I'm gonna try and get rid of Shinji here. Yeah, multi-kill. Eat that. Eat that, yo.
Yeah, we'd like catch, like as kids, we'd catch them and like keep them in like a little fish tank with dirt in and feed them bugs and stuff. Do you not do that over there?
No. Go back to the shadow. No, you will not take me. Oh, are you kidding me? I got out of the way. I totally got out of the way. Wait a minute, I did not create a character in Tonberry. I created a character in Kujata. What the? How did that happen? What the hell? Why is there a merchant right in the middle of this fight? Eat that.
Point blank revenge.
Oh, revenge. So this already. What's this? Oh. Shit, that wasn't even 30 seconds. That was like 10. Hey. I got an achievement. Total kill 1. Where was this world? Let's finish him off. Come on, come on, come on. Finish him off. Finish him off. Gotcha. Now what? What am I looking for? I'm looking for... What the heck was that? Rubber banding at its best. This is probably gonna go into like the highlight reel. Hello, greetings ladies and gentlemen, Adrian here. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another Bless Online leveling review stream. This is the second day straight we're going to be doing this as I make my way to level cap for a new player review. I think this is the last day that Bless Online is going to be in early access, isn't it? And then everybody can start buying the non-Founders Pack version and jump into the game and play with everybody else. So tonight, as the title of the stream indicates, we're going to be jumping into the first couple of dungeons that Bless Online has, and that starts at level 13. My Paladin is now level 12, so really, I'm picking up exactly right where I left off in the last stream. This doesn't usually happen. I stream 1 week at a time, but because it's advanced access and it's Bless Online, I'm doing back-to-back daily streams. It's kind of crazy. First of all, hello to everybody watching the stream. Hello to everybody in chat. We got Punk and Rico in there. You guys are early. How's it going, you two? Just for some context, let me just open the map and show you where I am. Again, Union side, so it's going to be different from the Hiron side. And the first dungeon is right here. This red icon here indicates, oh boy, Guiscardo? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Guiscardo's hideout, and that's level 13. And you can see the equipment points, aka item level that you need to enter, that's 1655. For where I am right now in terms of item points, I think my UI is kind of blocking that. You can't see that, so let me use my character creator in my character screen. Over here, gear score 1298, so I am about a few hundred points shy, and the quickest way to up that is to just buy new gear. So I'm gonna get a whole bunch of new gear here, and then we'll go out, get that last level, and then we'll jump into dungeons. I've heard a lot of things about dungeons, like it's easy, it's a face roll. You can solo dungeons apparently, so we will explore that and see if that is actually true or not. And my voice sounds kind of weird because I think I'm getting a sore throat soon. Yesterday's 9-hour stream was just it's taking a toll on me. Alright, so how do you know which is the new gear? Look at the pricing. This is all like below 10 silver, so that means it's level 1 and above. Now that I am level 12, look for the second highest expensive stuff. So over here you got 12 silver, so these are the new ones. Equip level 12 and above, so I'm gonna get a whole new set here before I get started. So as usual, look for the Paladin style gear. Let me see, Moonshadow Knight, that's Guardians and Berserkers. Faith, that should be Paladin. Yes, so that's mine, and I have 2 gold now. These are pretty affordable, so let's go ahead and grab this. Paladin. No. Paladin. 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 Mine. Fine. Fine. And that's it. That's my full set right there. Check it in chat. Bung says, how are you, Bay? I am fine, actually. Yeah, honestly, I'm coming down with a sore throat. And because the weather here has been so off, I think I'm gonna fall sick. But it's my job to cover Bless, and that's exactly what I'm gonna be doing. We're gonna jump into dungeons. I don't care if I fall sick or not. And of course, you know, for those of you, because it is a work day, and those of you that don't have the time to watch the full stream, I will obviously make a post-stream vlog like I always do for my stream, so you guys can watch the more concise recap version. Alright, now with all that new gear, take a look at my item power now. It is 1691, so I'm slightly higher than the recommended item level that is needed for this dungeon. So I think I'm okay. I'm ready to go. So all I need now is one more level, and then we'll be able to jump into the queue. We'll take a look at the LFG tool as well, because I'm pretty curious about that. And see if, you know, the party matching tool is any good, or is it going to be old school, where it just puts you in a group and then you got to go to the dungeon manually and enter together, or you can just enter remotely from wherever you are in the world. You know, for context, I am playing Bless Online as a new player. I have never played the RU, the JP, the Korean versions before, so I'm experiencing all of this from, you know, the purest of perspectives. I'm going to be jumping in, dying a lot, making the mistakes that you don't have to make, and you can learn from watching my streams, hopefully. And hopefully people don't hate me and they'll put me on the ignore list and block me. But that in itself will be an achievement, because I have done that before for ESO. I think I got put on the ignore list, you know, for doing a new player stream in a dungeon, and everybody was saying, what the hell are you doing? You're the most useless healer on the North American mega server, and that's a title that I'm still proud of today. Alright, check it in chat. We got Rico says Escargot Hideout. I don't think there's gonna be snails in there. I think it's just bandits. Rogador says, what kind of roll is a face roll? The one where you just move from left to right on your keyboard. We got Thomas Connolly in chat. Hello Thomas. He says, I start a new game. How to set up new skills. New skills every few levels. If you open your K button, it's going to show you what level you're going to get new skills. And to equip them, you just hit the mount button. For example, you know, when you go under a new ability, not this one. Under a non-chain skill, you'll see something new, like Endure, for example. So you hit that, and then you hit the mount, and you'll see that I don't have that equipped. So you just hit mount on a empty slot, and there you have it. It is now mounted, so that's how you equip new skills. We got Jack Bandit in chat. Hello, Jack Bandit. How are you doing, man? We got Donna K. Hello, Donna. Donna says, are you enjoying this game despite all the backlash that people are giving it? Look, the backlash... Really, it depends on there's a lot of people who's gonna hate this game already because of day one, because of launch issue and everything, and there's other people that absolutely love Blast Online. I am reviewing this game because that's what I do on my channel. You know, I jump into new MMOs and I review them from a new player perspective, and then after a month of playing, I come up with a review to help new players like me decide if this game is worth it, what's the good, what are the fun things, and what are the not so fun things. I try and put that out very impartially so that people can make up their own minds. As for the things that, you know, I find fun, combat system for 1, the taming system for 2, everything else that have been said out there are very obvious reasons to be annoyed at Bless. Optimization is piss poor, translations, localizations, all this stuff. If you haven't seen my post-stream vlog on my channel, check it out. I shared my thoughts already about those launch issues. But, you know, I'm not somebody who rage quits. I have an investment in this game. I bought a Founder's Pack. I'm committed to doing the review, and I'm going to stick to it. I don't swing either way. You know, I don't make I hate or I quit or I rage posts because it's the in thing to do for likes and cash. That's not my style. I go all out, baby. All right, what do we got? By the way, the letter you brought me, I put it together with what Marco found, and I think I've uncovered their plan. Just a quick recap context, I'm helping these guys, the House of Sforza, get rid of some bandits that are dealing drugs, and they're causing issues to the local populace here in the region. And I am now part of the Union Army, so I'm like the hired gun. That's what I'm doing in terms of quests at the moment for the main quest. And this should lead me to the dungeon.
Tell them about the Red Mask's plan so they can prepare themselves.
Castro's Ranch, that sounds exactly like where the dungeon is. Oh, I'm very close. So I guess one more quest and I should be up in the dungeons. That should be taking me straight to the dungeon, baby. Let's go. I'm gonna auto path here so I can check it in chat, answer more questions. Keep those questions coming, guys. I'll be happy to answer anything you've got. What do we got? Gwyndion, hello Gwyndion. Gwyndion says that mount is absolutely disgusting. Congratulations. That's the whole point. I want to stand out. Unfortunately, a lot of people have gone on and gotten the same mount, so I'm going to go look for something worse than this. I've already seen somebody riding a giant spider, so I cannot beat that, unfortunately, so hey. Thomas says, okay, thanks. No problem, Thomas. Any other questions you have, feel free to ask. I'm still a new player myself. I'm still learning the ins and outs right now. But if you have any other questions, feel free to let me know. We got Steezy says, the frame rate though. Frame rate is piss poor. I mean, my machine on any given day can push really, really tough, settings. But for Bless, everybody has to drop the settings if they want to stream. I mean, if I was playing without streaming, I wouldn't do this. So I may even go to like 3 to show you guys the huge difference. Look at that. Oh, okay. My objective has changed. Defending Caster's Wrench. Defeat the Outlaw Murderers. Okay, I gotta kill 8 of these. And I wonder how much XP that's gonna give me. Let's get straight to it. I've been playing my mage as well and trying to level up my mage, and that's been going good so far. Wow, that finisher looks awesome, but look at the amount of mana that it takes out of me. So in a very sustained, prolonged duration of fight, especially like a dungeon, I kind of worry about the Paladin in terms of mana regeneration. Okay, the stance is not doing any damage. Let's go to the second stance. I missed. Great. Let's try a different one. There we go. I'm on cooldown. Let's swap stance again. Oh, don't hit the horse. I was about to hit the horse. That would have been bad. I do not want to kill friendly farm animals on stream. Bad idea. Alright, 5 more outlaw murderers. Hey, you. Let's try the T combo now. And somebody was telling me on stream, I think, that when they try and click these combos manually, it's not responsive. Let me try, because I'm using a Razer Naga and my mouse has buttons on the sides. So it's easier for me, to click the starter skills, and then those combos just hit R and T. So because of where my fingers are with the WASD, it's easily reachable for me. But I understand that there are some people that prefer to click on those combos. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try clicking on those combos and see if I can replicate that issue or not. So I'll start with number 2. I'll try the R now. Oh shit, you're right. Whoever that told me about this problem, you are so right. I could not click it. Let's try again. Okay, let's hit R. Wow. I'm clicking my combos. Look at my mouse cursor. Nothing's happening. So I don't think it's meant to be clicked, even though some of these other UI elements that pop up, you can hover over it and you can actually see that it can be clicked. But I don't think combos are one of them. You have to actually press the dedicated hotkey. But that could be annoying for those of you that absolutely don't want to hit the dedicated hotkey. You could either remap it to something else or yeah. I'm actually getting nervous the more I kill, because in dungeons, apparently, like I was looking at this guide for Bless Online, people are saying that the dedicated healing class so far right now is the Paladin, because the other class that's not out yet for Bless is called the Mystic. And the Mystic are apparently good healers in other versions of the game. I cannot confirm because I'm not playing the other versions. So the Paladin is the main healing class, but at level 12, I can tell you right now, the only healing skill that I have is in the protection tactic, and it's the third skill here. Second skill, it's called Retribution. This heals the allies for 695. So spamming that once. Oh, we got White Fan Gaming just subscribing to the YouTube channel. Thank you, White Fan Gaming. Appreciate the support. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. You are about to see me fail so hard in dungeons tonight. Unless, if the rumors are true about dungeons being a face roll, then we'll laugh about it and then we'll talk crap about it after the stream.
Thank you so much. We defeated him much more easily with your aid. I thank you in the name of House Castro of the Prairie, Savior.
Do you know who they were? Those murderers?
Well, all I know is that the enemy were after our lives and our property. We will find out soon. Castro hears everything in the prairie. I will let you know if we find anything about them, Savior.
Alright, cool. As for reward, we're gonna get an inventory expansion. Oh, cool, look at that. Expands the inventory by 8 slots. Free backspace for just following the main storyline. And this, again, kind of reminds me of BDO. Those of you that plays Black Desert Online, you do know that if you follow the Black Spirit quest, he's gonna give you inventory expansions too. Those go by 1 slot or 2 slot. Over here, Bless seems to give you 8 slots.
This is the Union protected zone.
I don't know how long this is going to continue for, or how much space are they actually going to give you. But at the moment, I now have 48, so this is going to take me to 56 slots, which is good as well, because I'm heading into a dungeon pretty soon, and I'm definitely going to need all that space for loot. So let's just give you an idea of how much that's worth. If you open up the in-game cash store, and you look under extend function, you will see another one here, inventory expansion ticket, but this is by 8, yeah, same thing, 8 slots. That was worth 1,002 Lumina. Not bad. Well, I just hope they keep on giving good stuff. Okay, before we continue, I'm going to check in the chat real quick. Rugador says to Gwen, how do you know? Did you taste it? If so, why? You're not supposed to write mounts. If not, eat them. We got Jack Bannon says, as unpolished as it is, I'm still having quite a bit of fun. That's awesome. What are you most having fun with in Bless so far, Jack? What aspects of the game? Let me know. Rico says, while Bless Online, Ray says the taming aspect is the only interesting part so far. I kinda have to agree with that. We got Core Taffel. Hello, Core. He says, do you have a lot of client crashes? Not me. In the 9 hours that I've been streaming, I've not had a client crash yet. I've not had a loading screen issue. I'm not saying that those things don't exist. They do. I've seen it happen to a friend. I have friends that are reporting issues to me. It's just weird that I have not experienced that. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. I mean, I want it to happen on stream so that I can show people that these aren't reports that are made up, you know. These are actually things that are happening to players, but it's not happening to me. The only thing that I know that's been happening to me are the frame rate issues, and that is really obvious. The optimization is piss poor. Like I said in like yesterday's stream, there are a couple of things I did to try and make myself immune to any other nonsense. The first thing is I disabled my Steam in-game overlay, and I'm running the game in Windows borderless mode. Those two things apparently was going to reduce loading screen crashing issues, and you might want to try that for those of you guys that are having those issues. That might work for you. So far, it is keeping me immune from anything else. We got White Fang. Hello, White Fang says, all the bad reviews on this game is BS. What did anyone expect? There are issues in all MMOs. And the other thing, the game is not even complete. It will be developed during EA? Early access. Okay, that's why people can't grasp. Hey man, I kinda... Look, when it comes to gaming, when it comes to YouTube, when it comes to anything out there, there's always gonna be different opinions. And, everyone is free to share what their opinions and experiences are in the game, and it's an open space, freedom of speech. We respect that. The negativity, like I said, some of them is well deserved. Some of them based on different things. People put in money, they don't really have a lot of time to play, and when they're kind of blocked by issues such as server crashes and server lockouts, of course they're gonna get angry. Of course it's an emotional thing because they've invested money. And then there's going to be other people that, have been following Bless for years and years and years since the Japan version or Korean version, and, they've seen the same issues in this version as well. So I can understand a lot of the frustration. I can understand a lot of the negativity. The thing is, it's up to you guys, you guys that are looking at the game, thinking of buying it. You guys soak in that information, and you guys make that informed decision on whether or not you're going to play the game. For me, I'm still making that decision myself. I have dedicated 30 days to play this game and then create a review on my channel. So by then, hopefully, I will be able to say definitely whether this is worth the money or not. Right now, I'm just making my way along. Punk says, yeah, this game could be like ESO, terrible start, gradually becoming great. And let me scroll on some more. We got Naruto. Hello, Naruto. He says, they released the game without a healer class. Apparently the Paladin is the healing class. So I am playing the only healing class in the game so far, which is hard to believe. So that's why I really want to do dungeons and find out how this works.
Do you have any talent for interrogation? We captured one of the enemies that attacked our ranch, but he won't speak.
I'll go speak to him then. That's what I'm here for.
That's a good idea. That's a great idea. He might speak to you. Your fighting in the ranch was fearsome. He must be scared. I kept him bound over there, so go and see him.
I like accents. Whenever there's voice acting accents, it's like it's easy for me to pick up anything that's not usual. You know, like all these Spanish and you know, accents. So far, like I said in my vlog yesterday, that the voice acting is, you know, you just wish that. Why do they have to have that extra echo? Why does it have to have the reverb? You know, just keep it simple, keep it normal. All right, I'm here.
I'm caught by foul-smelling morons. You will get nothing from me, no matter how hard you try. Give it up.
I won't question you. I'm here to torture you.
Torturing a prisoner? There is no honor in you. All right, I will tell you the location of our base.
That was fast.
The Navaran army is away, and what can you do all by yourself? Are you going to storm in with those wranglers? Don't hold your head high for winning one little fight.
Okay, he gave us the location of the base. Let's relay that to good old Farmer
This is the Union
Castro.
protected zone.
How did it go? Did you learn anything from the outlaw?
I found their base.
Oh my, that is so close to Nevada City. How could it? Why are they lurking in there? So, what are you going to do now?
I'm going to the base, duh.
I don't want to say this, but it doesn't seem like a great idea.
Right.
I don't know why you are so eager to find out who they are. But it is reckless to go to their lair all by yourself.
You're telling me. Why don't you offer some help and follow me then?
Well, if you say so, I won't try to stop you. Be safe anyway, and please, visit again when it is over. We'll be glad to see you safe, Savior.
Man, these ranchers are damn hypocrite. Okay. Oh no, I don't have the next part of the quest because I am level locked. So that is true. What they were saying is true. Just following the main story quest is not going to be enough. Apparently, you have to do a bunch of these hunting quests. Here, let me show you. If you open up, hit your G, not G, your J key, that's your quest log, and you will see a bunch of hunt quests. If you go and kill all these enemies out in the world, you'll get about 600, over here, 637 XP. So just finish a couple of these hunt quests, and that should take me over the line. I need about 2,000 XP, so that's about 4 hunt quests. Well, hang in there, guys. It's gonna be a little while before I jump into a dungeon. I was not expecting to be level locked like that, but you have seen it on here, so do not make the mistakes I am making. Do some killing, do some hunting quests along the way to this ranch, because there's gonna be a lot of monsters out in the world. I think even killing a horse out here in the ranch will give you hunting quests. I will double check that. May I help you? Alright, the hunting quests don't have voiceovers, so I'll read this. You must be really good. I can tell from the way you use your weapon. We're too busy to deal with everything around here, and we need someone skilled with a weapon. I think you are the right person for the job. Will you give it a try? Alright, what is it? A couple of urgent tasks. The horses behind the farm are attacked by jackals. Okay, pretty much just kill jackals. Oh, do you have one more? Oh. And I got one more message, 1 start. What the hell? Tell him I'm... Okay, so I've got 2 quests to do now. So that's about 1,000 XP for the total stuff. So I'm gonna try kill a horse first and see if this actually unlocks a hunting quest for me. I know it's cruel, I know it's evil. Don't judge me, I need the XP. Come here, horsey.
You can't use that.
Oh my god,
Please select a valid target.
there was a hunt quest for the horse. Oh my god. Okay, so killing anything apparently will give you that hunt quest. So let me just track that real quick. There you go, grazing horse. Haha. Kill 7 of these horses. Great. So I'm in a ranch. I'm killing all of this dude's horses, and I do not feel bad whatsoever.
You can't
Wow,
use
I
that.
missed. And I even got like a fresh batch of gear too. Level 12 gear, and I'm still missing. That is some stuff. Hey, you. I really should be taming this horse, but Wow. Alright, so I'm going to be doing a lot of killing, so that means I can go on like a autopilot mode and talk to people in chat. Alright, catching up with chat, guys. Sorry if I'm behind. We got Nick Scry in chat. Hey, Nick, he says, to be honest, the combat is rather slow. For the most part, the combat, you're kind of waiting for the cooldown. Mostly cooldown. I mean, the thing is, you have two stances that you can change to. So if I'm on cooldown on this side, I'll swap my stance, and then I'll start the chain with the other stance. And you can have, what, 4 or 5 different stances the more levels you get. So at the moment, when you start a new character, you'll have access to 1 to 2 stances, and then there's about 4 more to get the higher you go. So, but you can only equip 2 at a time, I think. I could be wrong, though. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. But you can swap between them in combat for every, and there's a 10-second cooldown between swapping stances. That's what I usually do if I'm on a cooldown, but the cooldowns aren't that long anyway, and there isn't a global cooldown, so some of the skills are on individual cooldowns. So you're only waiting for the chain starter to get off cooldown. Because if one of those combos are on cooldown, you can just pick a different combo. Oh, I see. Okay, we got jackals attacking over there, and I think these are part of my quest. Oh, the horse killed it. Well, time to kill the horse.
You can't
It's every living organism for themselves on this farm. Alright, did you guys see that? The horse had the ground attack coming out, but I was too slow to get out of the way because there is no double tap to dodge. I don't even think there's a dodge in this game. So you pretty much just have to navigate around out of that red circle manually. Let me just check the settings real quick. Look at movement controls. Under movement, move backwards, strafe, rotate, auto run, jump, sit, stand, delete, route. For battle, toggle equip. Yeah, there's no such thing as dodge or roll. That great stuff. You gotta get out of the way manually, so that could be a challenge, especially if the bosses ones are faster or harder to see or whatever. So I guess you can amp up pretty good in dungeons.
Please select a valid target.
Bear with me, guys. A bit more of this, and I promise we'll be in a dungeon. Paladin DPS is not as good as my alt, which is the Mage. In fact, anything right now that's better than Paladin DPS. I've heard that the Guardian class is the most OP class currently in game, and that's based on the comments on one of the game's recent updates on Steam. Now, if you go to the Steam store, you'll see that NeoWiz does give you like all these updates, right? Talking about the game and everything. One of their latest one is about class balance or class stats, and they said that attack damage is too high and healing is too low. So that in itself is pretty interesting. They're working on a fix for that. I don't know when they're planning on patching that in. But if you go to the comment section, everybody's saying that the Guardian class is OP, and I'm like, what? Oh, come on, Scrogs. Come on, Scrogs. I was here first. There's no open tapping in Blast Online. Hell, there's no open tapping in any Asian MMO. It's cutthroat out here. Any jackals here? No. Since we're like right at the point right before the dungeon, I think this is a pretty popular spot to hunt for your hunt quests. Let me finish up the jackals. I think I'll get pretty close to level 13.
You can't use that.
Missed. Oh man, is there anything more annoying than missing?
You can't use that.
Come on, jackals. Come to Papa. Kill steal, horsey. That horse did 90% of the damage, and I just got in the way. But this person is killing horses too, so they kind of picked up on what I was doing, I suppose. Ooh, sorry, horsey. Yeah. That combo does pretty well, but the problem is, did you see how much mana that took? Let's try T. Alright, moving on in chat. Axbane says early lunch for Kanzu. We got Purple Poodles. Hello, Purple Poodles. Welcome to the stream. Sorry if I'm getting to your chat late. I'm pretty occupied here trying to get that last level so I can jump into the damn dungeon. He says, how is Bless right now? All caps. Sorry, when you write in all caps, I'm gonna have to read like Metallica version, like, how is Bless right now? Bless right now.
You can't use
It really depends which side of the fence are you on, and you know, if you've played Bless before, or if you have been suffering from optimization issues. For me, what I'm experiencing right now with Bless is really a mixed bag. I want to get to endgame and see the endgame. I want to check out the PvP.
You can't use that.
When it comes to the PvE, for those of you that have been following my channel for a long time now, you probably know what kind of MMOs I prefer in terms of what the PvE experience should have. So, Bless doesn't have that right now. I feel like it's trying to be half sandbox with some of these things and half theme park with other mechanics, but the glass is kind of half full on each side, so it's not really. Look, let me finish the stream, then I'll probably give you a well thought out answer. Right, that task is complete. Let me now see. Oh, I got one more here, Swashbucklers. And I do see it, that's number 3, that's right up there in the mini-map. Oh, there you are, sneaky buggers. In the bush. I see you. Oh, those guys are hard to spot. Yeah, I like the combo that I'm doing right now, which is basically starting with Verdicts, then hitting the R, and then hitting another R. That seems to kill enemies in 3 shots, but keep an eye on my mana bar when I do that. Well, I guess I'll just kill some monsters while I wait for those things to respawn.
Please select a valid target.
There we go. Missed. If you miss a chain, you have to restart the entire chain. So that's probably down to RNG. So in a boss fight, can you imagine if you need one more combo to get the killing blow on the boss because you're about to die, but you missed? That could be pretty depressing. One more bandit and I should be level 13. Come on, bandit, respawn. Respawn, buddy. There we go.
You can't use that.
Missed again. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, so that's done. That should be more than enough to take me to level 13. Woohoo! Let me get on my creepy crawly and we'll crawl the hell out of here. And I'll reply some chat. Let's go back to Pablo. Oh, wait, no. Antonio Castro is back down there. Yeah, he's down here. Alright, check it in chat. We got Mutt Ram. Hello, Mutt. He says, bro, duduk mana? Alright, I think that's Malay. So, bro, duduk mana? Saya duduk negara Malaysia. Saya orang Malaysia ni. Which means I am Malaysian in my own language. We got White Farming says, I like the game, and, well, we all know everyone's have issues, all this... Or, can I read that already, right? We got Purple Poodles. Hello. He says, questing looks very outdated and undeveloped. Honestly, I don't like fetch quest. Nobody likes fetch quests, I guarantee you. I don't know anyone that likes fetch quests that are back to back, that are across the entire continents. Nobody likes that. You're not alone. We got Jay says, Bless is getting a lot of hate on Steam, and I don't blame it, really. Because of how they decided to do the launch. Joshua says music is too loud. I apologize for the music being loud. I just saw that in chat. Sorry guys. I kind of left the volume almost at full because I was letting the NPC talk earlier, and I went through all that combat with the music up. My bad. Guidon says horses in this game are super intelligent. We got Atomic Garlic. Hello, Atomic Garlic. Sorry if I'm getting to your chat late. Michael Adkins, is this game worth buying? At this point, this is my second day playing. I cannot give you a definitive answer. I can tell you what I find fun and what I don't find fun. 90% of the stuff that I've seen so far in terms of the PvE, it's not as good as it should be, but there are parts of this game like the taming and the combat system and dungeons, which I'm about to jump into, could be things that are going to be fun. So I'll have to get back to you at the end of the month when I'm ready with my review. So I can't answer that, guys. Jay says, well, goddamn, I guess I made it, punk. Atomic Garlic asked the same question again. Sorry, my answer's still the same. If they mess up dungeons, especially the ones I'm about to jump into, the early dungeons, and if I keep seeing that dungeons get messed up, then I'll probably say avoid this game. Because what else? Look, this game is going to be primarily PvP, and that's another aspect that I really need to get into and figure out how that works. Is the balance between the two factions, Hieron and Union, sufficient enough to offer balance and fun PvP? The thing is, when you look at some of the optimization issues that Blast has, you got all these FPS rates. How are you going to enjoy a 100 versus 100 battle in the landscape when optimization is not going to allow you to play in an enjoyable frame rate? There's a lot of questions that needs answering, and there's nobody on the second day that can answer that, you know, extensively. I think we gotta let this game live a little bit more, give it a couple of weeks, and then we'll see what people say. You know, I know there's a lot of YouTubers who have released their reviews and their thoughts based on other versions of the game or anything like that. That's totally fine. I think the game needs more time. Not too much time, just enough. Gwindy says, you are some holy warrior. I'm a paladin. Chris says, don't buy this. He says, horrible game. That's your opinion, and I respect it. And everybody else in the chat has their own opinion too. But you guys feel free to say what you guys want about the game. But please, guys, do not attack each other in chat. I will be looking at that. Keep it calm. Keep it civil. Let's all have fun, all right? Nick says, I saw from Google there seems to be 3-headed chimera. Oh my god, now you're tempting me. All right, I'll check in a bit. Let me just turn in this quest. Yeah, I took care of them. I took care of the bandits. That's gonna give me 620 XP. That should be a level 13. Yes. You can now join dungeon party matchmaking, baby. You can now dismantle equipment. More. You can now perform equipment repair. Finally, which I thought was kind of stupid that they make me wait until like the 13th level. And there could be a reason for that, because at level 13, you get into dungeons. So I guess that's when they introduce gear stuff. So that means, all right, now my quest is showing I'm able to go up there. There's another side quest there. Oh, that's dungeon quest, right? That looks like dungeon quest. Yep. And then there's a merchant down here. There should be a repair person up here as well. Let's go up and check it out, shall we? Yippee! All right, auto path, because I want to check in the chat some more. I can hide my side quests right now. Jay says I'll just stick to ESO. Nick says, so if you're trying to spam a skill, that lady will say, you can't use that. The you can't use that is when it's on cooldown, or if you don't have mana, or if the enemy's dead and I still have it targeted. And if I keep spamming that skill, then the lady goes, you can't use that. And I need to find a way to shut her up, because that can be kind of annoying, I get it. Especially on stream as well. We got Beyond Reflexes. This game is so bad, my god. Jay says, I've been blessed since day one, so I don't really need to play this game. Good one, Jay. Keep them coming. Keep the jokes coming. There's been too much crappy negativity around today that I think we all could use like good jokes. Oh. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? I see scorpions, y'all. You know what that means? I'm gonna tame them. Any black scorpions in the area? This one looks good. This looks like the Union colored scorpion. Let's tame a scorpion on stream. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Missed. Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4. No! One more. 5. Mine. Come on. And now I have it, the Red Scorpion, level 1 Superior Great Mount. This is a level 5, my Mole Cricket's level 5 now, and my horse is level 11, which is rare. So the good thing that, you know, about getting more than one mount is that if you keep using one mount, they run out of energy, and if you're out in the world nowhere, you can then summon your second mount. So I like I think I'll have like a couple of mounts, more than a few, so that I can swap between them, you know, pretty easily. So let's see what right. Oh yeah. Oh, can I use my stinger? Come on, I should be able to use my stinger. And I like how that's it too, because I have the shield on my back, so in case my mount decides to kill me, my shield is in the way. So yeah, I pity all the other races that don't have the shield. Wow, that's creepy. That's gross as heck. But that's good. If there's anybody in here with phobia of spiders and scorpions, this is your worst nightmare. And the sound that they kind of make is pretty awesome too. Uh-oh, what do we got? We got outlaw soldiers, and these guys are level 15. Well, I'm level 13. Let's see if we can take them on, shall we? Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Can't use that.
Well, that didn't pose much of a threat. I saw I picked up an old sword there. For nothing. So all we're doing here is we're just investigating the outlaw's nest. That's all the quest objectives say. However, I do see people just fighting each other here. What is this, a duel? Cyclo versus La Dispute. Alright, you guys duel. I'll go finish my quest, which is here. But that's kind of funny though. You have all these NPC baddies standing around. Oh, that means I'm in my own instance. Alright, turning up the volume.
My men's morale is falling by the day. When's the day you promised us going to come? The day we'll have Navarra.
The Returned King and the Gnolls are still locked in a standoff. When the Returned King engages the Gnolls in battle, we will deal a heavy blow.
We did as you said. Navarra is embroiled in trouble both in and out of the country.
After a trap is laid, one must wait. If you are too hasty, the prey will flee.
Promise us again that Navarra is ours.
Navarra is yours. The Red Mass do not desire Navarra, so we are eternal allies.
Hello, I'm right here.
Say that in front of my men.
I'm standing
I'll
right here.
assemble them right now.
You guys are talking
This
important
is the
stuff.
Union
Ah,
protected
there you go.
zone.
You finally noticed me. How did you
can't
get
use that.
behind me? Holy crap. He's dead. Alright, signs of rebellion. Sneak into Cuscardo's hideout and scope out the sides of the rebel faction. Am I going to the dungeon right now? Apparently I'm going to the dungeon right now. That's what it says. Get into the hideout, and the hideout is the dungeon. Oh boy. So this sounds like a dungeon main quest, or I have a main quest in the dungeon. So I guess let's pick up the dungeon quest, huh? Equipment, potion merchant. Let's go ahead and pick up some stuff. Oh, actually, this is a dungeon quest. Let me just read this out. Oh my, you. What are you doing in front of the outlaw's den? Shh, lower your voice and come here. The subordinates of Dirasi are looking for me. I barely escaped and I cannot let them take me away again. You barely escaped? Yes, it's not only me. Alejandro and Abran were taken away too. I was lucky to escape, but others are still locked in there. I hope to survive until I come back with someone to help. So here it is, dungeon, rescue the city hall clerk. What the hell is the city hall clerk doing here? Okay, so I have to look for Albran in there. Okay, I will save them. That is worth 940 XP, so that dungeon quest is actually decent. I'll take that. Will you really do that? Abran is locked in a prison inside the cave, and Alejandro is... Well, maybe Abran would know where he is. Alright, so... who's Dirasi? Dirasi is the henchman of Guiscardo, or Guiscardo, who brought us here. He's a monster that has slaughtered so many people in the times of rebellion and reign of terror. That vicious and cruel monster will pay for this. And this is just defeat Guiscardo's henchman in the armory. Sounds pretty simple. And I suppose besides all these outside dungeon quests, I think inside when you get in there, there's going to be a bunch of bosses that you can kill along the way too. So now that I have those, let me just get rid of the stuff that I'm not doing. And yeah, I guess it's time to queue for dungeon. Let's go ahead and do this. But before that, I vowed to check in on chat with you guys. So let's go ahead and see what you guys are saying in chat. Norber, hello, Norber. He says, I found combat in Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn, and Heaven's Sword, and now Stormblood to be complete crap compared to WoW. How does combat feel in Blessed compared to those two games? Well, if you are comparing those three, if you prefer fast and fluid combat, well, the Warcraft wins hands down. Their revamped combat system is a lot more fluid, although there's going to be some changes to it, with regards to interrupts and other stuff on the macros, using trinkets and stuff like that. But overall, the pacing and fluidity of World of Warcraft's combat is going to trump either Final Fantasies or Bless. In terms of individual mechanics of the combat system, Final Fantasy, I think it's pretty interesting. It's a little slow, I suppose, when I was leveling there as a low level, but when you get to the higher levels, it gets interesting because, of course, you can swap your jobs, and if you get bored or if you're stale of one job, you can swap to another job and all this stuff. Bless, I'm only level 12, and so far this chain combo system thing seems pretty interesting. And look, I have a lot more toys to play with. The other tactic that's coming up in 26 is my healing tactic, so what am I gonna do in a dungeon when I don't even have my healing tactic, right? So this is gonna be interesting. Alright, next up, Battle Royalty. Why does it sound like an arcade game? God and hell if I know. Nick says, is there an option to meet the lady? There probably is. Jay says, it looks and feels like a mobile game, to be honest. And I think a lot of Blessed players wouldn't mind playing this on mobile. I don't know, I'm just saying that. But if you look at the trend of Korean MMOs, ArcH Begins is a mobile game. Black Desert is on mobile in Korea, so who knows? Blast could be gearing up for mobiles too. Everybody wants to copy everybody in this part of the world. Professor Kagan says the chain system reminds me of the monk in Final Fantasy XIV. The monk is the monk a new class that came with Stormblood alongside the samurai? I'm not sure, but that's cool. Got Carlos Enrique. Hello, Carlos. Welcome to the stream. And Zeng says negative feedback on Steam just reached 1,256 negative reviews on Steam. That is some. Is that a new record for Steam games? I don't know. I mean, Wild West Online, another MMO that I tried to play, but I just gave up halfway, probably has similar amount of negativity. But because of Bless's hype, and everybody was hyping up Bless so much because it's sort of the new MMO, it's getting all that backlash now because of whatever expectations the community, the media, content creators, myself included, that has put on Bless in the spotlight, and this is the repercussion, really. Jay says, I've seen better action on Pornhub than watching this shit. Yeah. Mr. RL Squared? Mr. RL Squared, is this guy an emissary? Well, you can ask me. You can ask me if I'm an emissary. I am not an emissary, and I think it's a good thing that I'm not an emissary, because I think I'll get kicked out. And he also says, I heard no endgame content will be an easy review. What do you mean easy review? Zeng says Mage is overpowered right now. Use that class to do PvP. And I do not think that that's gonna last forever. I think they're gonna nerf the Mage because they are thinking about class balance. Alright, I'll come back to you guys in chat in a bit. I'm now gonna jump into the dungeon. So let's click on the dungeon queue here, or the dungeon finder, whatever, and this is what it's gonna look like. Earlier in the stream, I already bought the new set of 8 to 9 PDT. Fuck. 8 AM PDT. Fuck. I have 2 hours left. Okay, so say goodbye to overpowered mages and overpowered guardians. I'm just kidding. That said server stability, didn't it? So I think there's some North American servers that are currently suffering login issues or crashes, maybe? I don't know. But there's going to be a server stability reinforcement. What does that even mean? Urgent MA, which is maintenance, I suppose, for server stability reinforcement and early access prep. Alright, we're heading out of early access. It's already the 30th, so. Okay, so I've got 2 hours to play some dungeons. Let's go ahead and jump straight into it. You can pick between a tank. Oh wow, they lock you out. Yeah. They lock you out. If your class cannot play a certain role, they lock you out. So I can't pick a tank. I can either pick a damage dealer, which is interesting, But I think people will be mad at me for picking a damage dealer because there are better classes out there. Like I said, even Guardians do bigger damage than the Paladin. So I'm going to go with healer, and I'm going to fuck things up. I'm just going to say it straight up. I'm going to fuck things up because that's how I should be playing it. This is from a new player perspective. And with my only healing skill, I only got one healing skill, I'm going to queue as a healer. Let's do Guiscardo's Hideout Party Search. And if this takes too long, if it takes longer than 5 minutes, I'm going in there by myself and to see if I can really solo this shit, as people are saying. Alright, back to the chat. We got Fate in chat. Hello, Fate. Fate says subs. Didn't notice you're Malaysian from the way you talk. Keep it up. Inikalila. Thank you, Fate. Yeah, I mean, I'm born and bred here in Malaysia, and the accent is hard to explain. So it's think of it as the alter ego, I suppose. We got Ignacio in chat. Hello, Ignacio. He says, personally, FPS jobs are as bad as people say. Even for me, my machine is pretty beast. I find it hard to play. Like, the first login of the day, you have to literally wait for 2 minutes to let the FPS catch up, and then you can go do things, or else you'll be like freezing in place like a mofo, and that's really sad, honestly. Not sure if things are gonna fix that. People have been saying that there's gonna be an INI file linked on the Bless Reddit that apparently is gonna help you boost your performance. I haven't done that yet because I haven't had time. But yes, the FPS drops are, especially on your first login, it's gonna be pretty bad. We got Burke in chat. Hello, Burke. He says, have you got a good Paladin build, mate? And my answer to that is no, unfortunately. The entire thing about me and jumping into leveling and review streams is I'm doing it the newbie way. So I am playing this really for the first time. I've never played a Paladin before, and I am going to be learning as I go, which is really the fun way to do things. Screw guides. Screw all this OP build guide. Let's go in and let's fail. And let's piss off the group. Let's piss off the pug. I'm contributing to the problem, obviously, but nobody knows me. Nobody knows me. Unless, of course, after the stream, somebody comes to my channel and is like, you bastard, you ruined the run. Which has never happened before, so that's a good thing. We got Shufik in chat. He says, hey, Jerem. Hello, Shufik. Apakabar. Jay says, I will ban you if it all gets toxic. Azhar says, not PvP. Guna mage. OP Sungo. Haha. And that translates to, do you want a PvP? Play the mage class because it's OP. Maybe. I mean, if you are Union, then I will be your mate, I suppose. But if you are Hyron, then I'm gonna have to fight you somewhere. Alright, I'm looking at the UI. There's nothing in here that tells me I am in queue. Like, you don't know that you're in queue. Come on. Let's open up the dungeon thing again. There's no time elapse. It doesn't tell you how long is the estimated wait. So let me try plan B. Plan B is to ask all these people just standing around. All? Is it all? No. Faction? No. Say that. Do you even have a say channel, bro? Region. Anyone? This is the first time I'm openly talking in chat in this game. I usually don't do it because I'm antisocial. Anyone up for a quick Guiscardo? Yes, I'm that nice. Hideout. I'm standing right in front of the entrance. Send. Okay, my chat didn't go through. Okay, now it did. Anyone up? I'm right here, baby. Come on. I'm a healer. Hello, hello. This is as old school as you can get. Just standing in front of the dungeon and looking for people to run stuff. If I get a whisper, then good. If I don't, then... And I've also queued as a healer, and you know, traditionally in other MMOs, when you queue as a DPS, you're probably gonna be in queue all night. If you queue as a tank or a healer, oh,
Is over.
Can you guys see that? Oh, you can't see that, but there's gold spammers. PvPbank.com, sell the cheapest Gil. Gil? Isn't Gil Final Fantasy? But this is the first time I'm seeing gold spammers in Bless Online. So free to play didn't really stop spammers from getting to the game anyway. Come on, don't tell me nobody wants to run a quick dungeon because server maintenance is coming up. 2 more minutes and then I'm going in solo. I can't be bothered to wait for this shit. We'll just go in and have some fun. Weekster says, how's the FPS? I mean, now that I've lowered my graphics a little bit, it's alright, and I think it's decent if you guys are watching on stream. Weekster says, why are you moonwalking? What's your FPS? Definitely below 30 at the moment. We got Cisse, he says, bless online, rest in peace. And Regular says, I bought shoes from the second-hand shop. I think they must have belonged to some junkie though, because I've been tripping the whole day. Kala says they go make 2 more servers for North America today. So they're adding 2 more servers? Well, that's a good thing, I suppose. But it doesn't solve the problem for all the players that are already on one server. Their guild is on one server and they cannot get in. That doesn't solve their problem. So I don't know what the additional servers are for. Actually, I do know. It's for all the new players that are going to be coming in. My bad. But I do pity all those old players that cannot play with their guild. So that kind of sucks. We got Iona in chat. Hello, Iona. Good to see you. Long time no hear from you. She says, nice ride, Adrian. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you can tame about anything in this game that you come across. Alright, scrolling down some more. Sam says, I would have to be buying Bless Online. Well, good for you, man. I mean, check it out. Make your own decision. Oh, gosh. What happens if I just go in, huh? Let's just go in. This is like the second day of advanced access. And I know it's 9:32 p.m. for me. I know it's 9 a.m. or 7 a.m. in the States. And I am on an American server, so it's not prime time. But I expect the second day of advanced access to have a decent pool queuing for dungeons. Apparently I'm wrong. Let's see if I can solo some of these trash mobs. So here we are in Guiscardo's hideout. Let's take a look at dungeon design real quick. I'm gonna try and bump up my graphics all the way up to the max preset, and let's see how FPS suffers in dungeons too. Let's try and break some shit. This guy has... well, I can't really see health, but let's try and take on this guy. Yes, come to Papa. So when you miss, like I said, you gotta swap back out to your other stance and try and go from there. Well, I guess you can handle trash mobs. Let me see what I can do with 2 ads. Let me try and pull 2. Not enough mana. Okay, so I now have a mana problem. So I'm gonna have to kite around a little bit. Do some of these basic attacks. This is gonna be so slow. No wonder they relegate paladins to healers. What's my number 6? Okay, that's a CC remover. So, I mean, this is just one trash mob. Let's try to go to the boss. Am I still in queue? I'm still in queue, so if I do find a group, well, I pretty much cleared out the first group, I suppose. My quest is straight up ahead. Let's go straight up. Okay, you're watching some FPS drops at the moment. The good news is my health isn't really going down that much, and I'm not even using any of my buffs here. And when you do swap your stances, you will get some short quick buffs, increased physical magic defense there for about 5 seconds. So this is not much of a challenge if you can solo trash mobs. But again, we haven't beaten to the boss yet, so I'll go as far as I can and we'll take on the boss, alright? I am not waiting in queue if there's going to be maintenance coming up really soon. Is that a group of 4? No, that's a group of 2. Here, doggy doggy. Oh wow, that's a one shot. Are these solo dungeons or are these group dungeons? If these are... Oh, here we go. Now we're talking. Let me look for information here. Guido's hideout. It doesn't tell you, does it? Like, how many people should be in this dungeon? Like, is it a 4-man? Is it a 5-man? Oh, here's some info. Well, it's not really info, it's just a quest. It's just a map. Okay, moment of truth. I'm gonna be pulling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 mobs in here. Let's go. Geronimo! I may have finally met my match. I should be moving around too, but I'm keeping an eye on my health bar. Just gotta heal up. Come on, heal, heal, heal. Okay, that heal was pretty useless. I'm gonna use a potion. I got this far.
You can't use that. Please select a valid target.
So I got rid of 3, and it's the balance 2 that got me. So as a paladin, with only 1 heal skill and sort of normal DPS, that's the maximum I can do. And this is not a boss fight. There's no ground targeted AoE. It's just basic combat. A tank and spank. How many can you take on? Now that I've died, let me just look at gear degradation real quick. You'll see my durability has gone down, and this is brand new gear because I bought that in the store right before starting my quest stuff. So there's no respawn of dungeon mobs that I can see, so it's just these 2 left. But the mobs have disappeared, unfortunately. So all the loot that I would have gotten from those 3 things that I killed, I'm not gonna get it. Oh boy. Yeah, my mana regeneration on my second stance, which is my interrupt tactic, it goes really fast. This tactic though, which is protection, doesn't seem to consume as much mana. But you kill things slower. And my healing skill is on this tactic too, so I guess when I'm healing, if I'm in a group situation, I will consume less mana in this stance, so... Well, with 1 death, I'm making my way onwards, which I don't even think is a good idea for the boss. Like I said, only one way to find out, you guys. It's just to keep going as far as I can. Because I still have not gotten a group pop. Alright, let's take out the dogs now. Okay, very close to one of my objectives up there. I'll be... There you go, another gold spammer, pvpbank.com. Okay, the gold spammer has arrived. Right in time, too, for the full release. Okay, here we go. These guys have poison, apparently. Oh, where did those extra people come from? Oh, it does take getting used to. When you're out in the landscape killing one enemy at a time, you don't have that adrenaline. And now I'm almost to a point where, you know, sometimes when you feel like desperation, you're like just button mashing. You're like, oh shit, which combo? And I do have one in mind, like the stun and the finisher that's really good. The one that consumes the most power, or the most mana, I should say. But I keep forgetting to hit that because in the heat of the moment, when you're facing so many mobs, you're like, oh shit. You're just button mashing. So that is something that you'll have to get used to and bless in combat situations, and including PvP when there's a lot of adrenaline involved and you know you're, oh, okay, this is gonna be a tough fight. You'll have to remember your combo chains, you know, and that could be a fun challenge. But right now for dungeons, look, this could be fun if it was a group situation, but the fact is I'm going in solo. I actually think at the rate that I'm able to kill these mobs by myself, this might as well be a solo dungeon. Because if the group is for 4 people, we would be just cleaning the floor. These guys are level 15. I'm level 13. I think we can, as a group, it'll be really, really easy. What do you guys think? Anyway, this warden, I don't know how much health he has, so I'm just gonna lead with my strong attack and my biggest chain attacks first. Come on, warden, this is a boss fight. This has to be a boss fight. Probably is. Again. Yep, that's a boss fight. Okay, mana's being a problem. I gotta go to the other skill line now just to make sure that I don't use too much mana. But in this stance, my health regenerates kinda, and I'm not using any of my heal skills right now. Dodged, okay. Let's move around some, see if that helps. I'm slowly chipping away at this guy's health. Get my mana back, some health back too. Damn your misses. Not enough mana. Mana potions should be a thing. I did not see whether or not you could buy that from like the potion merchant, but I know you can buy health potions. I don't think you can buy mana potions. I could be wrong. If anybody knows, feel free to correct me in chat. Come on. I need mana. Yes. That's the one that I'm looking for. But that takes so much mana. Missed again. Well, fuck your misses, man. Honestly, misses are what's really annoying me right now.
You can't use that.
Apparently, when I was casting the first heal that I did there, he was able to interrupt me. And then I had to restart the cast again. I don't think that is... Unless it's a ping issue where my skill failed to... Oh, I killed him. Alright, let's see what kind of rewards killing a boss on your own gives you. Look at that. You have got to be kidding me. Okay, so I get a level 14 blue chest piece and hand piece as well. And this is a set. This has set bonuses. Oh my lord. Is it even for my class though? No, it's for the Guardian class. What are you dropping freaking Guardian and Berserker gear? That's bullshit. Gear seems to be for whoever's in the group. It's not kind of tailored to... There's no individual loot here. So unlike modern MMOs, you know, you go in a dungeon, you kill a boss, and then you'll get individual personalized loot. Bless doesn't have that, so the boss just drops some random shit, and I guess I could just put this on the auction house. Yeah, it says available for sale, so I guess I could make some money for this, but I would have really liked something that I could have used. Considering I did all the hard work here. Alright, let's move on with the quest. But yeah, you can kill bosses solo now. Apparently, it's just gonna take a while. Alright, so here's the server in Arbon. Thank you. Thought I was gonna die. It's because I spoiled everything before. While being dragged here, I found the treasure box I gave to Gisquardo. Where's the treasure box? Find supply box somewhere in the hideout. Alright, so this is gonna lead me on another quest chain now. So I have more dungeon quests to do. This is going to be interesting too because, you know, some people when they farm dungeons, I don't know if the player base would stay and do all the quests or are they just going to rush and kill bosses. Apparently, according to some people that I've talked to, a lot of people just focus on the boss fights because that's going to give you the most XP per kill, and the rewards are obviously going to be those blue gear, and you did see some of those dungeon currency that dropped. So people prefer doing that instead of, you know, clearing all the trash and getting rid of the side quest. I don't know. I would have really loved to find that out on stream tonight, but unfortunately the queues are not popping, so I cannot show that off. So now, looking at where I gotta go, I can go deeper. Let's go see if I can fight another boss. And since they don't respawn, I'm gonna check in chat real quick. I do want to apologize really quick because I have not been checking in on chat. Sorry guys, what are you guys talking about? Ooh, somebody said, well, let's hate on all MMOs then. Yeah, let's not do that. Hating for the sake of hating just doesn't make sense, you know, but if there's obvious reasons to dislike a certain system and stuff, then yeah, we should talk about it so that the developers get that feedback and know that, okay, this is not fun, or, you know, this is not what is expected, or, you know, that kind of thing. But hating just for the sake of hating when you've never even played the game is not something I... Oh man, what is this? A bunch of dung beetles? No, they're dust beetles. Dust cave beetles. Took me by surprise there. I thought like I was gonna get ambushed by a bunch of humanoids. Beetles I can handle, I think. As somebody who queued as a healer, I think I'm doing pretty good. What do you guys think? I believe people now when they say they pretty much just soloed the starting dungeons for the blue gear. It's just too bad that... Oh, what was that? What was that? That was a gem fragment. Level 1 or above, use effect acquires 1 gem fragment. See, I don't even know what gem fragment is because the game doesn't explain that shit to you. What is gem fragments? I think it's part of the currency that you spend down here. Gem? No, I got beryl, I got rose, and I got sapphire. Are these gems? I'm not sure. Well, we'll figure it out after downtime, I suppose. Okay, so earlier I had 5 dung beetles, and now I've got 6. So I'm guessing at the next turn I'm gonna have maybe 7 or 10. This is where, in a group situation, this could be handy. But like I said, at least they die easy. It's those humanoids that I worry about because, oh my god, I was right. I was so right. Alright, so every turn now we're gonna get an increment of dung beetles coming out. That's not accurate, obviously. I'm just calling it dung beetles because that's way cooler. There I go again, hitting the wrong keybind for my combo. I'm gonna remap that. Okay, bear with me guys, give me a minute here. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go under my key settings. Battle, action bar. Is 8 used? Yeah, 8 is used. I still have 9, 10, 11. Okay, good. That means R is gonna be 9, T is gonna be 10, and Y is gonna be... I'm just putting it at that. I'm making full use of my Razor Naga. Hopefully that'll stop me from like fiddling around too much because I'm so not used to RT and now Y too. 1, 2, 2 henchmen. Let's go. I take that back. It's 5. Oh boy. Okay, I'm getting my ass kicked. In a pot here. There goes that heartbeat again. Let's heal. Let's heal. Come on, give me heal. Give me heal. Heal! Wow, it did not fire off until the 3rd time I pressed the heal button. Okay, let's try that again. Heal. There we go. Come on, let's finish this person off. Yeah, man, that's gonna be a real pain in the ass. I just hope that when I'm trying to heal somebody in a dungeon, mana doesn't become such an issue. Ooh, that was close. Almost done, come on. Let's kill this bowman, I'm almost done. Yes! Okay, that was close. That was close. What are you doing? Pick up the loot. Oh. Yeah, that was odd. I went to the body to pick up the loot, but apparently the loot's dropped somewhere here. So where the body dies and where the loot's... I don't know. I don't know about that. There's more loot. Alright, man. I'm here to save you. I'm here, bro. Oh, he's the boss? Okay, one more boss then. Let's hope we get some decent loot. And if not, then no problem. I guess I'll just go to the auction house and sell it. For those of you that haven't seen yesterday's stream, I think I kind of showed off the auction house a little bit already. So I'm just spamming my heals. Oh yeah, I forgot my Brit. Yeah, the Brit's gonna be our out of combat health regen while waiting for, you know, things to spawn and whatever. Is this the second boss? Yeah, I guess this is the second boss. Here we go. This is gonna be like another 5-minute fight, you guys, so bear with me. Let's just see if we can get it done. I'm gonna be really careful with my mana this time around, so I'm gonna play around with some mana conservation. Mana. Finishing the chain. You have two things. You know, you've got the first chain attack, and then the second chain attack, and the third chain attack. Looking at how it goes, your third chain attack is always going to be the most mana consuming. So be careful about that, and you want to time that depending on what the fight is. Oh! I saw that at the very last minute. So this guy has one of those things, which is good. That means I can stay away and you know, prep my heals or whatever. Here it comes again. It's pretty slow though. I mean, you can see that coming from a mile away, and maybe, just maybe, at higher level dungeons, you know, that comes more faster at you, or the difficulty for that is increased so much. But right now, because I've played so many games that does that whole boss attack stuff. Ooh, you've become level 14. Mwah. And one of the guides that I read said, at this point, when you hit level 13, all you want to do is just farm dungeons until level 22. Apparently, that's how it goes. And then you go back and pick up the main quest, because there's going to be like level locks along the way. Alright, let's hope that the gear is for the Paladin. Please. Yes! Yes, alright. So I've got a blue shoulder piece now. And I have... that's for... Assassin? Assassin? Guys, the assassin class isn't even game yet. The assassin class is not even in game yet. And we're already getting assassin gear. The class is not even in the damn game. Come on. I can wear that, right? I mean, earlier on the first stream, I was wearing mage gear because I mistakenly thought that, you know, there's only going to be one slot of gear, and I did not scroll down in the vendor, so I bought mage gear and I was wearing that. And then let me just try and equip it, but I don't want to try, just in case I can sell it on the auction house. Then I may as well just make some money that way, or maybe do some crafting with it. Break it down for mats or whatever. So I'm just gonna equip this right now, the Enduring Stride of the Trader, and this I know is for me. So let's go ahead and put that on. Yay. So that felt like a mini boss fight, and I know chat is moving so much. I was not able to, stop and read. Let me just do as much as I can, guys, and I'll get back to you guys in chat and catch up on what you guys are talking about in there. Bear with me, folks. We're gonna go as far as we can in a dungeon solo. Because guess what? I'm still in queue, and queue isn't popping. And I don't blame it. I'm not really mad at that, because it is, what is it? It's Wednesday night for me, so it's like Wednesday morning for people in the West. People are working. This is not prime time. Oh shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Geronimo. Oh. I'm not sure why that popped up. Let me see if I can line of sight the archers, because they're a real pain in the butt right now. My heal skill didn't go off again. See, it's not going off. My heal skill's not going off. What the hell? Unless I have to be stationary. God damn. Let me try that real quick. Alright, the heal skill requires you to be stationary. You can't move. If you move, the heal doesn't fire off. Well, you learned something new, folks. All the other skills, all the other DPS skills, you are able to move around the dungeon mobs and everything. It's just a heal. That kind of sucks, because like for the mage class, for example, all the other, fire damage skills or whatever, you can move pretty much, and you can cast them on the go. But the healing skills, you can't move. That's not fair. If anything, the mage, because of how powerful they are, why does it keep bringing this up? Is it ready to go or not? If it is, then tell me that I can enter. Oh, what do we got? Neat Night Ray? Neat Night Core is full of the Twitch channel. Thank you, Neat Night Core. I appreciate the Twitch follow. Usually I am live on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Sorry, Tuesdays and Fridays. But over the past week, it's been absolutely crazy, because the Elder Scrolls Online released their Somerset DLC, which I've been streaming for a review, which is coming out really soon here on YouTube. And then, of course, Bless Online kind of snuck up on me, and I've been streaming that pretty much. Oh, you got traps now. Okay, Dungeons got traps. Oh, you guys see that? I see it. So we are now going to skirt, or oi.
You can't use that.
Hey, I was skirting around the site. I did not step over the trap. That's nonsense. That's cheating. What am I supposed to do? Jump? Oh. Oh my god. Oh. Alright, so jumping over ground traps doesn't work too. Because let's go the way that I cleared earlier. I think that'll be a safer bet. I think I've killed one of those 4 henchmen, and I've got 3 more to go. I went here, I believe, and I took the first boss here, and then I took the left turn. Yep, that was where I fought the boss. And I took this exit. This was where all the dung beetles start spawning, I believe. And then we'll go down to the room with those 4 people. Yeah, but that's twice now that the dungeon thing popped up when I was running around. without the option to jump in. So I'm still in the matchmaking queue, guys. That's the proof right there. I'm still in the party matchmaking, and I didn't want to wait too long, and that's why I'm in this solo right now. So this is where we were heading, I believe. Yeah, this is where I died. Okay, now that I know that I have to be stationary to heal, that kind of changes things a little bit. I have... Well, I only killed one. I'm gonna go for the bowman's first because the range seems to be hitting me pretty hard. So let's get straight to it. Okay, let's do a quick heal. Oh, how is this person still alive?
You can't use that.
What the hell? This thing's bugged out. I think this is the last guy left. And I have a lot of mana to burn.
Please select a valid target.
Okay, I will go after the squishy ones first. And go after the other melee last. Okay. I have a quest objective here. Find a supply box. There it is. I'm gonna use a bread just in case like a boss spawns behind me or something. Okay, let's go. Alright, dungeon box complete. Go meet Priest Bianco. Who's Priest okay, there's no Priest Bianco here, so that means Guiscardo is the last boss. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. If I can take on the last boss. It's only one honor guard group. 2 dogs, 1 guy. Okay. Alright, here we go. Your Scouter's hideout. Oh, cutscene. Okay.
I have nothing more to say.
Oh!
Likewise, comrade.
I've seen so many cutscene deaths in Bless already that I'm kind of immune to it. I'm desensitized to the fact that people die in cutscenes a lot. Okay, the one thing that I've noticed so far in the 2 boss fights, or 2 boss fights that I've done here so far in this dungeon. This is the first dungeon. This is a level 13 dungeon, and it is called Guiscardo's Hideout. When you fight the boss, the mechanic seems to be pretty much tank and spank, and then the second boss has this on the ground targeted red stuff that you gotta get out of. But I haven't experienced a boss where you got ads coming out. Now, if I were to experience that in a boss fight here, I think I'm done because I don't have AoE. As a Paladin, you do not have AoE. So that would pretty much kill me. So let's see if Guiscardo has AoE. If he does, I'm dead. Otherwise, if it's a tank and spank, I think I can take him on. Let's go. Hi. Oh, I had to jinx it, didn't I? I absolutely had to jinx it. Well, let's start chipping away at this guy then. Okay, here comes more dogs. That's what bite means, I suppose. Oh no, I did kill it. Finish it off. Okay, let's heal up real quick. And back on Guiscardo. Nice. Was that a crit? Just gonna swap a little bit. And when I mean swap, oh, here we go. When I mean swap, I mean just change my stance for the quick boost to my mitigations. Ooh, wow, that was a heavy hitting skill, but look at the amount of mana that took. No mana. Come on. Dead. Okay, it looks like I've got two different types of gloves here. This one's for me, Paladin, fantastic, and it is a second set in the trader set, so that means I will now get... I get nothing, because apparently I need 3 different sets. And wearing 3 of the trader set for level 14 here seems to be increased knowledge by 14, and I believe knowledge is for healing, and then you got physical defense as well. Okay, thank you. And the other one is for the Guardian, and the last one's for the Ranger. So, I wonder how that works, because if you're in a group, is there like a role or role system or something? I don't know, because like I said, I have not been able to find a group. Now there's a Dwarven chest box up there. I wonder if this is additional loot, so let's find out. Well, the Dwarven treasure box has a health bar. So let's go ahead and open up the treasure box by attacking it. I wonder if loot's gonna start pouring out like Diablo or something. Or is this the real boss? Can you imagine if the real boss is actually the Dwarven treasure box? Come on! Open up. What is that? That is a crafting recipe. Meticulous pauldrons of the trader. So that is a new crafting recipe, and it's a rare, I suppose. So I'll go ahead and take that. And I do have one from earlier too, right up here. Peculiar gloves of the trader. So I've got gloves, and I now have pauldrons. Nice. So I actually am starting to get like a full set of these dungeon gear. And at the bottom here, this looks like currency as well. So actually, no, that is an entrance. That's gonna take me back to the entrance. Am I at the entrance? Yeah. That's it, guys. Dungeon is cleared. So I guess I believe people now when they say that they can clear dungeons solo. This is possible. Will be a challenge. I mean, it's a challenge for me being a paladin because, you know, the limitations that I face with mana and single target attacks. I hope at later levels, you know, paladins can get AoE, but then again, I'm not going to be using that because if I were to do group dungeons and stuff, if I were to do group content, I want to be doing what I'm meant to be doing, which is healing. So I'm definitely not going to queue for a dungeon as like a AoE DPS. I'd rather do my mage in that case. You know what I mean? So that is that. Honestly. Oh my god, we got all these people standing here. I think what needs to happen, it's pretty obvious now. I need to get into a guild. I need to start finding a guild so that the next stream, which will be Sunday. Today's the last day of the weekday streams because we're going out of early access, and then I'm going back to my normal schedule of just streaming on Sunday nights every week until I reach the cap, and then until the review come out. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to find a guild that's running content so I can get an active, accurate look at how group dungeons are supposed to be run. And relying on pugs and doing it solo is not how it's intended to be run. But, you know, I can only stream what I experience. And this is what I'm experiencing right now. I've been in queue as a healer, paladin healer, for over an hour. And it still hasn't popped. Here's your proof. Cancel party matching. It never popped. So I'm gonna cancel this party searching. I'm gonna jump into my mage, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna wait in queue as a DPS, and if I don't get a pop, I'm gonna go in solo and see how the mage does. So this gives me an opportunity to check in on chat. So here we go. I'm gonna be checking on chat and then moving my way up. We got Rocky Wayne in chat. Hello, Rocky Wayne. He says, just focus with your Sapphires on the skill with the low CD and push the damage this way. Then you will have no problems, even with single target skills. What about mana, though? Because some of the skills, I know what you're saying, but some of the skills you have two options. You either push for cooldown, or you push for damage, or some you push for mana and you push for damage. What would you say is a priority for paladins? Is it cooldown or is it mana? Because from what I see so far, if you're going to be spamming a lot of skills or whatever, since it's now going to be quicker off the cooldown, wouldn't that just abuse your mana? Leonard says that one is just a pat. Oh, cool, group activity. We got Vincent again. Hey, Vincent says, how is the game? It doesn't seem consumer friendly on early access. Yeah, it's not. I don't think so. Like I said, in my new player review, or not my review, sorry, my new player review is coming at the end of next month. But in my first impressions that I put out yesterday, the tutorial is kind of off, and that's down to a lot of things, the translations, stuff like that. So not really new player friendly, but if you do the extra homework, if you go watch videos or you read guides and stuff like that, you'll be able to integrate yourself into the game. I refuse to do any of that because I want to showcase the game on YouTube and on my channel, that the way that new players who wouldn't do that would experience it the authentic way, and see how well has Neois prepared the game, or how bad they have prepared the game. So it's all authentic. What you're seeing is the way it was made to be. I am not changing anything. Okay, so same thing. I'm gonna go queue for. Oops, wrong one. I'm gonna go queue for a dungeon here. And yes, my mage is already level 13. So I can't do healer as a mage, I can't do tank, so that means I'm just shoehorning into the damage roll. I'm gonna hit damage, and yeah, that's kind of annoying, because look, I've got two dungeons that I can do right now. Guiscardo's hideout and the underground prison of Valmont, right? Why can't I just click a check box for the two dungeons and then go sit in queue, and then whichever one pops first I get into? Why can't I do that? The only explanation for why that isn't a thing is because the main story happens to take you through those dungeons, and it's like Final Fantasy. Those of you that played Final Fantasy 14 at your vanilla experience, your main story is going to take you through all the dungeons, and that's how you unlock those dungeons, and that's how you progress the story. If this is the case, then okay, fine. I'll accept that they're trying to copy Final Fantasy's story and dungeon progression that way. But I've unlocked two, and I have to queue for one or the other, which is meh. Alright, party search. This character, my mage, I did get her into a guild earlier in the day because I was lucky enough to find a bunch of Oceanic players. And I was the 10th member of the guild. And because I was the 10th member, the guild cannot add any more members. So I guess I'll talk a little bit about the guild system. I'm not the leader, I'm just a normal member. H is your guild key, and you can see that you can register an emblem, so that's pretty much, Backdash Online can register an emblem too, and you do see it at the side of your nameplate there, and you do get your guild representation or whatever. Guild experience points is a thing, so guilds will earn XP. And how do you earn XP? I guess you gotta party up with your guild and then go do content. I believe that's what my guild master said. There's guild influence too. I'm hovering over that, and that's not telling me anything. But the guild panel is pretty simple, really. Under the roster, you'll just see who's online, guild member info, guild influence. Oh, I see. So guild influence. Okay, in Black Desert Online, you have, when you look at the BDO guild roster, you'll see like this player has done or has contributed how much in 30 days, or for whenever your contract's been active in the BDO guild. I think that's what guild influence is, like which player has earned the most influence. Here we go. Weekly obtained guild influence will be displayed. The amount obtained from the previous day will be added at 5 AM every day. Not explained though, how do you earn guild influence? And then just a normal member info. We got war over here. So okay, this is where you declare war. declare war with a rival guild, so that's interesting. And the rules of war is only guilds of level 8 or higher can participate once every 2 weeks. Well, I guess that's a good thing, because on BDO, in chat, you'll see Gil has declared war on this guild and so, and it just keeps spamming on and on and on. So I'm not seeing any of that in chat right now. I don't think guilds are on spamming, you know, war or whatever. Seasonal history, what is this? Guild versus guild battles. That'll be something interesting to check out, obviously. And that's about it. Management, position, ranks. I can't touch any of these. That's it, really. So what's left for me to do besides waiting for Q to pop? I guess I'll just manually write to the dungeon myself and wait to jump in solo. On my mage alt though, I do have a lot more mounts. So if I open my mount panel here, I got a Puma or Puma. I have a giant mole cricket, the same thing I have, and then I got a rough boar. I don't know why I tamed a boar, but the Puma is pretty fun so far. I just wish that I could change the skin or something. Which reminds me, I haven't collected my premium benefit skins. So let's go ahead and I'll just set a path to the dungeon entrance and we'll go from there. Create route. Auto path. Alright, I'll be checking on chat. D. Adam says NA. No, nah, just solo is easy. Okay. So people are telling me to just solo the dungeon because it's easy. And that is disappointing. Oh, it's really disappointing. Before jumping into Bless this month, I was leveling in Rift Prime. Rift Prime is the premium server, the fresh start progression server for Rift. And for those of you that don't know Rift, you know, it's a Tryon World MMORPG that came out in 2011 or whatever. And I was doing the same thing that I'm doing for Bless over in Rift, you know, every week just leveling, streaming my leveling journey for the review. And the early dungeons in Rift was like really brutal, you know, you really need a guild, it's really old school, they're going back to like the MMO roots, bosses are hit like a ton of bricks, the trash mobs can kill you, you know, that kind of thing. And now coming to Bless, where you can solo your first dungeons, I don't know what to make of that. I mean, for me, I don't do a whole lot of group content, me personally, as a player. I do prefer open world, not open world, like big Zergy type PvP. That's my preferred end game style of content. But I will run the occasional dungeon with a pug group if I have to either get the XP or to get the gear or to get currency. I have no problem doing that. But now, when you know that you don't actually need a group, some people will see that as an incentive. Like, yeah, I'd rather focus on myself. I'd rather go in solo and get it done instead of having to rely on other people, you know, waiting in queue or dealing with toxic people. Hang on, I'm gonna need this mount on this. Actually, screw it, I already have that mount. I don't need it again. Whereas other people that play MMOs for that group content stuff, they'll be a bit disappointed because now nobody wants to queue because everything can be done solo. So I hope NeoWiz will go and fix this. I don't like the idea, even though I will abuse it. I'm not gonna lie, I will abuse the whole solo thing. I'd rather go in solo and earn the loot on my terms and my pacing. But I don't think that's how it should be, right? I mean, MMOs, come on. So I just hope that NeoWiz will listen to whatever the player feedback is and do the right thing. I'm pretty sure at later dungeons you cannot solo though, but those are the first, as a new player, that's what you'll see. That's your first dungeon experience and you don't want to leave a bad impression with that. Who am I kidding? First impressions for this game because of all the other people that have said what they said. I think the media and content creators has buried this game already, and it's sad. Honestly, it's sad. I think it's sad. It's only day 2. It's only day 2. Okay, same thing. I'm just gonna kill this guy and get into the dungeon with the main quest so I can get more loot drops as well. Alright, check in chat. I'm gonna silence that. Jay says, you saw nothing, GRM. What do you mean I saw nothing? We got Iowa in Chicago. Hello, Iowa. He says the first 2 dungeons are solo dungeons. They're meant to be run on your own over and over again. Those 2 are solo dungeons? Then why am I... You are telling me that those 2 are solo dungeons. So why can I queue for a group then? What's the point of the group finder telling me that I can queue for a group? Rugador says, if even healers can get dungeon queues to pop, you can bet your ass that DPS won't get them to pop. They're not pop. Leonard says, I think that's the logical reason, you know? They're not popping as people are so... Okay, hang on. I gotta get rid of this. Damn it. The camera, when you're zoning between indoor and outdoor, is a real pain in the ass. Like that. When you're when you're at this angle and then you move between buildings, everything just gets in the way. Trees, blockades, fences. Unless I play from like a top-down view, or I go in real close, which is terrible for watching on streams. All right, let me just check in on chat real quick before I move on here. Nick says, yeah, he missed all the chats. Yeah, I'm missing all the chats, you guys. Sorry, because I'm just trying to show off dungeons because the game is coming down for maintenance in like an hour. Not even that, in half an hour. So I am rushing. I can't really check in chat. Sorry, guys. We got Tom says, good morning. Good morning, Tom. I guess you missed all the action. I was soloing dungeons, which apparently some people are saying that it's meant to be soloed. Some people are saying no one is grouping up for it because it is, or people are soloing it instead of grouping up. I do not know. It's not... I am trying to articulate my thoughts and relay the information in a way that doesn't sound like a rant or anything. But the dungeon here, it's not... The information for new players regarding dungeons and, you know, group sizes and queues and time estimated and whether or not this is solo or group, the way that NeoWiz does this, that relay of information, sucks. That's just it. It's just bad. The dungeons itself with the bosses and everything from the first one that I did in a group situation, it's 2 sides of the coin. I can see that as being fun because if you're playing with friends and guild, so what? The fights themselves, I mean, if I as a paladin with crappy DPS was able to, you know, kill those things in a group, it's gonna go super fast, I guess. Let me just check in chat some more. Let me clear my head. Jay says, I'm being a good mod, I swear. Uh-oh, was there a fight in chat? Were you fighting with somebody in chat? Look, honestly, with Blast Online, like, this is the first game that I'm reviewing that, you know, there's a lot of, like, people with very, very emotional people coming on and, you know, expressing their views and opinions. Again, I'm going to say this again. You guys are free to express whatever you want to express. You know, say your opinion about the game, but if you don't agree with somebody in chat, please do not attack them. That's low. You don't need to do that. You're a grown adult. Unless you're under 10, then talk to your parents about that. Tom says, how are you, me Hardy? How's the performance today? How many people have asked you for FPS? A lot, but I haven't checked chat over the last 40 minutes. Rocky says, if you feel that you have mana problems, focus on mana. I can only tell about Guardian. Use 1 skill until level 32. Wow! So that's how OP Guardians are. Tom says, BRB got a reboot. JD says, guild cap of 10 members. You can't be serious. I'm dead serious, honestly. I'm dead serious. My guild leader told me, there you go, guild members out of 10. And for you to increase the amount of people in your guild, you need to level up the guild first. So at guild level 3 and 4, then you incrementally can get more people in the guild. So if you want to make a family-friendly guild of 5 people, whatever, then that's fine. You could just stop earning XP. But I'm guessing it's going to have the same system that Video has, where you can spend points into different things. I think that would be cool, giving you know, guild-wide buffs and everything. I don't know. I'm not a guild leader, but I will ask my guild leader when I see him. Moving on. David says, please tell me how he's not crashing. I'm not crashing. Here's 2 reasons I can tell you why I think I'm not crashing. I didn't make a character on the Tanara server, which is the heaviest server, the first server that came out. This is the newest server, Gagato, or wait, let me check. Yeah, Gagato, which came out, you know, pretty late, and I haven't had any crashing issues yet. And I'm not saying crashing isn't happening. I know it's happening because friends of mine are experiencing the same thing. I don't know how to quantify that. Is it a system side issue? Is it a client side issue? Is it a PC issue? Is it a hardware issue? Or is it just optimization in general, or just random? Hard to pinpoint at the moment. Nick says start a red cap guild. I probably will do on my main paladin. The problem is, no, I don't. Besides ggmyster and a couple of people from my Discord, I don't think a whole lot of players are playing Bless. Lerna says you have to level up the guild for more members. Yep, exactly. Shufik says PC Master Race is your answer. JD says wow, that's so stupid. Jay says all hail the red cap. I'm no longer wearing the red cap for now because ever since I got this beanie, everything's just so comfortable. You know, my headsets they fit on just nice and snug. I don't get headaches anymore from long sessions of streaming. Lerna says it doesn't work that way in other games. Indeed, you know, guilds. The best guild system for me are, you know, stuff like I think any of the other AAA games, you know, ESO, Guild Wars 2, World of Warcraft, a couple of other games have really good skill systems that actually, it almost feels like a progression worth going on, because those are things worth causes that the guild would feel that it's worth doing, you know? Guild missions, guild quests, then you got the guild housing to go into. I'm not sure Bless has housing. I'm not even sure if Bless is going to have a guild house. I don't know. But for those of you that played the other versions of the game, feel free to let me know. Okay, still checking on chat. Sorry, guys. I've got half an hour left for the servers go down. I will jump into really soon into the dungeon. Okay, looking at chat, Steve, you will get ganked at 22 because Hieron Camp's 22 dungeon. So, the level 20 dungeons, are they PvP? So that means Hieron can go in and Union can go in? That'll be interesting to stream, because I'm sure as hell gonna go there solo and get my ass kicked to me. We got Lucas in chat. Hello, Lucas. He said, I'm not even watching reviews about the game. Don't want other people to ruin my view of the game. Which is, it's totally fair. Fair enough. You know, we are only, you know, just putting out our opinions and stating what we believe out there as information to be absorbed by people who want that information. We are not the final say. We are not the gospel. We are just here to help people try and make a decision, but we are not the final say. Like I said so many times, there's no substitute for playing the game yourselves and making an informed decision. I would say hold off on spending money on any of the fun packs. Wait for like maybe a week after the game gets out and launched, and when it's cheaper, then jump in. Don't jump in now, not when it has all these issues. They're also gonna, you know, rebalance classes and everything. So give them a week, give them 2 weeks. Let's see what happens. Rugador says stairs cannot be trusted. They're always up to something. It's a good one. And Nick Schwartz says Black Beanie Guild. All right, guys, I'm gonna head in. I'm done waiting, you know, for pugs. Maybe whoever said that in chat was maybe right, that this is meant to be done solo, which doesn't make sense. Honestly, it doesn't make sense. Solo dungeons. I have played solo dungeons in games like Delves. Anybody played ESO? You know what a delve is, right? And besides that, hell, even that Asian game, the top-down ARPG, Mu Origin. That had some decent solo dungeons, and you know that's designed kind of solo. Over here, it looks like it's for a party, but I will attempt to do the solo. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go with my second stance, my alt, or whatever this thing is called. And here we go. Let's kill these guys. Oh, let me bring back some volume, huh? All be pretty bland. Okay, I still got my combo running. Let's go ahead and burn some buggers. Oh my god. I'm gonna delete my paladin tonight. I'm deleting my paladin tonight. Oh my god. Class balance. Woot woot. Damn it, I didn't even pick up the side quests. Well, I'll run this again tonight. From now on, I'm going to have to rename my streams from NA-Gagato, no longer Paladin. You'll see the Mage there. When you have classes that can do this and other classes that are so behind, the community is just gonna go and play, you know, the one that can be the most self-sufficient. I now have no interest in healing, because if people can solo dungeons, what's my role in all that? Why do I need to exist when I can just do this? This will be a test, though. This will be a test. As usual, I'm gonna start with the range people. How did I not pull aggro? How did I not pull aggro for everybody there? That's just so messed up. When my Paladin got here, I pulled the whole room. Wow, mages have it easy. I'm not even breaking a sweat. Oh! Holy cow! So I've not even taken a hit yet on my mage, but for the boss fight I probably will, because that boss is gonna come up right on me. I see a dismantling equipment quest has just started, so that means dismantling gear is gonna be a thing. So if I do get gear like the blue gear that I didn't want earlier, I could probably just dismantle that for crafting resources instead of selling that on the auction house. So that's an alternative. Those of you watching. Okay, first boss. Or almost there. Let me swap to my other stance now. Let's see how this one does. This one does faster attacks. Pretty similar to my Paladin, actually. This one does faster attacks, less mana. While my second stance is all about the long cast. So take a look at this. Very long cast, but the damage is incredible. Especially when you get to the second chains and the third chains. So for the boss... Wait, let me get rid of these guys first. Jesus Christ. From fire to frost. And now, oh, what do we got? Kamigoa just subscribed. Thank you, Kamigoa. Appreciate the support. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, I've got only half an hour left because the servers are coming down, but I'm trying to show off these, solo dungeons. I think that's what they're called because no groups are running them, so I think they're meant for solos. And I've just tried the Paladin and now I'm trying the Mage. So like I said, my stance here, Mixed Tactic A, is longer cast, lots of damage, lots of mana, while my second stance, Flame Tactic, has shorter bursts, less mana, more mobile. So I'm gonna start off with this and then we'll swap if necessary. Let's just see how much damage the boss does. I'm gonna do some flame attacks now. One more. Okay, let's swap back. Let's do some heavy hitting stuff. Let's do an R. Let's do another R. Ooh, what's that? A2 subscribe. Thank you, A2. Appreciate the support. Oh my... That can't be right. That cannot be right. I love it. I love it, but that can't be right. Surely there's something wrong. There's something wrong with balance. There has to be. Drax R. Thank you, brother. Thank you, thank you. Welcome, all you new people, to the stream and to the channel. I will be covering Bless for a month. My review is going to come out at the end of the month, which will be interesting. Stay tuned. I'm not gonna, you know, spew stuff about the game after just 2 days. I think there's lots more to talk about. There really is. Yeah, honestly, I still can't get over that. That's crazy, just how fast he just dropped. You all saw what happened when I tried that with the Paladin. There's just no way, man. And with the Paladin, I actually did spend, you know, the 4 quadrants I was putting abilities. Guys, I have not spent anything on my mage. Look, I still have a ton of Sapphire. I haven't even spent my abilities yet. Well, I did this one, but beyond that, I haven't really done anything. I haven't morphed all these stuff. This is like default mage with just gear that I bought from the store. This is nuts. But like I said, I love it because who doesn't love playing the OP class until it gets nerfed, right? So those of you playing Bless, what other classes are doing this right now? So Guardians are pretty beast. What else? Berserkers are pretty beast. Anybody know about the Ranger? I can speak for the Paladin. Alright, check it in chat now. We got Nick says Hill, Black Beanie, and Danny says this game is pure trash. Yeah, maybe. I mean, is that all? I mean, is there anything? Why do you think it's trash? I mean, I see that a lot. Especially now that I'm covering Bless, like the type of like comments and stuff that I guess like, the game's trash, the game's dead. Because I like deep discussions. And even though, you know, I've got content where I criticize MMOs and, you know, all that stuff, it's a really deep dive into why, what exactly is wrong with it, what systems are failing, what's the cause, what's the root cause, what's the effect, what are the repercussions. I like to talk about all that stuff because I'm just passionate about MMOs in general. So why do you think this game is pure trash, man? Share your thoughts. And Jay says, F the black beanie. Hey, watch it now. Watch it. I love this beanie. And, we got Sevi says, oh, there is Dennis. We got Elwood Williams. Hello, Elwood. He says, I've never played the other version of the game, but I'm enjoying it as an early access title with a lot of room for improvement. It runs a lot better than other early access titles and has a lot more content. And Punk says, language. Leonard says they camp outside the dungeon area. So early on, we were talking about at level 20, apparently, the other faction players are going to be camping whoever outside, you know, dungeons. So that could be a thing. And I'm sure I'm going to get ganked. I'm very sure. I'm a very easily ganked player, honestly. But once I get the hang of the combat system, I'm not going to go down with a fight. Of course, the advantage they have is, I mean, if you play on an American server and you are from America, your ping is going to be way better than mine, yo. I'm playing from Malaysia where my ping is like 280 to 300. So in a PvP situation, it's 40% skill, 60% latency. That's... Okay, let's kill these people. Let's try some ice attacks now with my Y. Nice. Let's get a one-shot on this guy because I know this Y thing is a one-shotter. Watch, watch. How about that? So this is the second boss fight, I think it was? Yeah, it's the second boss fight. Let me just grab all the loot. Because money's money. Alright, Mr. Guisquado. Or Guisquado's henchman. Oh, what do we got? Michael Adkins has just subscribed. Thank you, Michael. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Hope it's been enjoying so far or informative. I don't know. I mean, at this point, I'm still trying to figure stuff out, especially with the dungeon system and everything. And this is really not what I was expecting to do tonight. I really thought in my head that this was going to be a really a group-orientated piece of content, you know, but it hasn't. It has not been anything like that. I need to burn this guy real quick because, as you can see, he's absolutely kicking my ass right now. So I'm gonna have to use a pot real quick. Uh-oh. I got out of that and I missed too. I wonder if because I was moving, so I missed again. So I guess with Mage, I mean, you can move, but you probably want to be stationary. I missed. Wow. Okay, this guy's not going down without a fight. But he's mine. Oh, Rakesh, thank you very much for the support, man. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. Yay, level 14. And when you level up, all your health bar and everything just, you know, adds up to. Leonard, thank you, man. Appreciate you subbing to the channel. I've seen you in chat a lot, and I've been talking to you, so thank you very much for the support. Appreciate it. All right, what we got? Give me more mage stuff. Berserker stuff in here, and then Guardian stuff in here. So far, I've only got that one mage item so far, which was the shoulder piece, I think it was. No, it's the hat. So let me just go ahead and wear that, since that is an upgrade. So he's down. This guy was more of a challenge, and I was taking a lot of damage because, you know, as a mage, I am squishier than what my paladin was in heavy armor or whatever. But still, the duration of the fight is just way better. Oh god, that's so sweet. Look at that. I'm gonna have to take a really long shower after this and rock back and forth and think about which class am I gonna main. You wanna know a secret? Here, I'll show you a secret. Come on, load, damn you. I still haven't claimed these. I still haven't claimed this because I wasn't sure about which class I wanted to main. I in my head, I know Paladin because that's my favorite archetype. But looking at how the Paladin is on Bless... Boom, shakalaka. It popped again. The dungeon finder just popped for no reason. But I don't think I can click the join button because I'm actually in a dungeon already. So maybe that's to my disadvantage because I'm already in here solo. So that could be why. One shot. That animation is so sick. It's just so sick. That's awesome. Oh, come on. Here we go again. Watch. Whack. That's like a samurai from a distance. I love it. And because I don't have the side quest, like this is where the side quest was earlier, so I'm just retracing my paladin's footsteps without, you know, doing any of the side quests, which is just fine, really. I will come back in here and do all this solo now. At this point, I don't think I should even pick up all this trash since I'm going pretty faster. So here's Guiscardo, the final boss, and I know he does spawn ads, so I'm gonna have to be careful about that. And I think I'm gonna start off with the heaviest hitting skills right off the bat. Let's go. Let's not waste any time. Okay, the hounds are out. Let's keep mobile here. That's a long cast time. I wish that was an AoE, but that's not an AoE. But they are now dead. Okay. He's spawning his dogs really, really fast now, so that means I think I'm doing pretty good damage. Let's get rid of the dog. I don't want him to spawn another dog while I'm still killing one off. Oh, here's more dogs. It's gonna be close, I think. Oh, get out of that. Oh, that was bad. I stood right in that. Let's teleport forward. Nice, okay. F1 for a quick potion. I need this guy dead. Swapping stances. It's gonna go down to the wire. Dead. Ah, okay, so you're a little squishier, but it can be done. It can be done. 3 pieces of loot. This one is for a Guardian, Mage. Good. So at least I get something out of that. But yeah, I get it. Servers are coming down in 15 minutes. Copy that. So that's mine, right? No, that's Guardian. That one's mine. And voila. Let's go ahead and destroy that treasure box. One thing that I haven't been paying attention to is actually my elemental attunement here. The more fire damage you do, that's gonna go up. I should have been paying attention to that too. And when I saw that my fire bar was like at 2000, that's when I should unleash some fire skills. I was not looking at that because I totally forgot about that. But that's something you guys want to keep in mind too. If you plan on playing the mage, that is your class mechanic, which I totally forgot because I've still got paladin stuff running through my head. And the adrenaline of just seeing how the mage perform when it comes to trash mobs. Okay, I'm out of here. Alright, now I can check in and chat with you guys. Alright, chat, what are you guys saying? Jay says, I'll just kill you on ESO. Lucas, hello Lucas, he says, I don't know why people expect a perfect game release. No, but, you know, having spoken to a lot of people now, and, you know, Blast is kind of popular right now, so one of my videos is getting a lot of traction, and that naturally brings a lot of people to it, and people with opinions, and I respect people's opinions. You know, I let them say whatever they want to say, and I've been reading what they're saying, and a lot of them have very good reasons, like even reasons that I, as somebody who critiques MMO from an impartial standpoint, I'd never really looked at. You know, people who are like, I work overseas or I serve in the army and I only had 2 days, you know, to jump into Blast, and I paid for early access because of those 2 days, and with all the server issues I couldn't play, and now I'm back serving active duty again. For reasons like that, no matter how isolated, there's still reasons, you know, and you have to take that as a, yeah, okay, that's a valid reason, you know, that kind of thing. Whereas a lot of people, those of us who have had a lot of time given in a week to play MMOs, you know, we can sit back and like, oh yeah, I'm in queue for another 2 hours, I'll just go play something else, I'll go play WoW, I'll go play ESO while waiting for Blessed, you know, to log me into the queue. Not a lot of people have that luxury, not a lot of people, you know, have that, you know, they can value that sort of time, you know. So different issues, different reasons, and the reason why it's just so much negativity, I think, is because of how publicized Bless is. When you look at what else is going to be released this year, we know from last year that Blast was going to come this year, so that sort of hype and publicity, like I said earlier on stream, doesn't really help it. And, you know, Blast don't have anybody to blame but themselves in this regard. Why did they choose Steam? Why didn't they go for an independent publisher like Black Desert Online has done? They've got Cacao Games, and they've got a bunch of other publishers. I think in Brazil they're using a different publisher, not just on Steam, you know? Have your own client on the site. There are many ways to go about releasing the global launch instead of just shoehorning everybody on Steam and then getting, you know, this stuff happening to them. There's a lot of different things that we can dissect, but at this point, you know, it's still so fresh. We need more information to come out. Leonard says, because they always do for every game, just to rage when it never works. Yeah, there's a hate community in the gaming side that I knew it was always there, but I never really expected to see it on, you know, my channel, for example, where people come to say shit about a game because it's the cool thing to do. That's kind of new for me, because if I criticize a game, it's gonna be like a 20-minute video with a deep discussion explaining why this doesn't work, how can we fix it, and, you know, that kind of thing. When it's so easy to talk, like, just say this game is shit and leave, you know, without explaining further. I want to hear more of that, you know. I'm not used to this hate culture of, you know, that kind of thing. And while some people will listen to that and go, oh, he's a white knight for Bless, you know nothing about me, bro. You're brand new to the channel. Go watch some of my videos. Rugador says, moo. Are you speaking to me in cow? Moo, back to you. We got Rocky saying, to be honest, I think it's not done in 1 or 2 weeks. The game needs at least 1 or 2 years more development time. you're probably right in that regard. And you know, the counter argument to that is that it had years already with the Korean version, the Japanese version, the Russian version, and the other spice that you can add over that is that it had to shut down the Russian version. Why? You know, that kind of thing. So, interesting discussion topic that we can have in a video or something. And JD says, but Bless Online is not new. It's that took the words out of my mouth, JD. Tom says the caster combat looks great. In fact, I think if you want to play a solid OP class, just roll the mage. If you want to play a healer, you roll the Paladin, because until the Mystic class comes out, you don't have a choice. So, Nick Scry says, man, I need to start copy and paste my questions. Oh, sorry, Nick. If you were pasting questions, you know it's hard for me to read chat in a dungeon. I do apologize. Nick says, does the other class have self-heal abilities? Some of them have. Like for the mage, I do not, but I do have damage mitigating skills, like this one over here, Elemental Armor. This one will increase the armor transforming to a phantasmal armor when more than 25% of vitality is consumed by a single attack. So you do have a lot of defensive type skills, and I do believe that the more of these stuff that you unlock, you will get some self-sustainable skills, but not necessarily heals, I don't think. And really, you're asking me a question that I will not know until I level up some more, so sorry, Nick. Leonard says they're trying new things for a North American server though, and change combat, etc. I'm not giving up yet, just as I have fun. And nobody's telling you to give up. If you love the game, you play the game. Who cares what other people say if you're having fun? That's just my opinion on it. When I'm reviewing a game, when I'm doing my job, you know, trying to review a game to make content for people, people will say, you know, why are you playing that shit game and stuff? And I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. I'm doing my thing, you know, because I enjoy MMOs. I'm passionate about the genre. Even if I'm playing a game that's going to be shut down, and I have done that. I have played a game that eventually went on to get shut down. Marvel Heroes, for example. That's just what I do, you know. I don't care what people say. You just go in there, experience it, at least have that experience so you can talk about it. You know, I was there. I was playing it. I saw it happen, you know. Leonard says you can only queue solo 13 and 22. You'll probably get queues at 22, but not at 13. Okay, so this entire stream, the 2 dungeons that I was doing, they were primarily solo dungeons. So that clears up a lot of you know, questions that I had, like grouping early on. Is it a thing, or is it going to be solo dungeons? It is solo dungeons, the first 2 that I did, so that will be interesting. Thank you for clearing that up. Hello Snatcher, he says this is a Korean MMO, right? Yes, it is a Korean MMO. And Vincent Henderson, hey Vincent, he says I believe the US is a downgrade compared to Japan and Korea. We have the worst internet and we are far behind. This game need time for localization. Yeah, in hindsight, I agree with that. This game needed time for more localization. Honestly, if they had delayed the Steam launch to later in the year, I don't think people would have a problem with that. I really don't. I'm not sure why they kind of rushed the release. Like in December last year, when NeoWiz came on and said we're gonna launch the game on Steam 2018. Just stop there. You just let people know that you're working on the game. Give us some open updates, like all these crowd-funded MMOs are doing. You know, crowd-funded MMOs, Shroud of the Avatar, Crowfall, Pantheon. They're all live streaming, and there's just so much that they could have done. You know, to keep people informed about what exactly has changed. They've kind of released videos of how, you know, the combat system has changed. That's not enough. That's why I said in like the first Bless video that I released, pre-release, was that open beta. There's a reason why games use an open beta properly, to test their games, to stress test things, to get that valuable feedback. And then if it's not ready for release, there's no harm. What damage could they possibly do to themselves by saying, we're not ready, we apologize, give us more time? I think a lot of people would respect that decision rather than, you know, going through the state that it is now. I'm not sure if that's a thing that they can work on or not, but because they already decided that we're going to launch on Steam, open beta then just goes out of the window, because they have to deal with all the publishing issues for these for these founders packs and everything. And Steam being Steam, they don't allow pre-downloading, and just so much decisions by Neo is that we can dissect and find out what they could have done better. But it's all falling on deaf ears. I don't think they listen to feedback that I get, because that's how players were able to change the payment model from free to play to buy to play for the global release. But beyond that, I'm not sure what they can do about it. So let me check in chat real quick. Ooh, what do we got? Got an email. I'll get back to that in a sec. Cozy says, do you find it annoying when you try to turn your character but press on the combo chain meter instead? Yes, I do. And you've probably seen that happen a couple of times, right? While I was fighting there. Yeah, that is really, really annoying. It's super annoying. And really quick, guys, for some reason my Streamlabs did not pick it up, but Joachim Dingvold right there. Dude, Joachim, man, thank you so much. I appreciate the pledge on Patreon. He just pledged $3 on Patreon. That is so cool, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support. You have just unlocked a world of behind the scenes and exclusive stuff that no one else will get to see, including hidden blessed rents. Yeah, way to plug myself on Patreon, right? But yeah, Cozy, I did find it annoying, because there were times when I'm like turning my character and I'm holding down the right mouse button and then I'll let go, and then when I want to turn it again, I click on one of those combo things and then I just don't move. You guys have probably saw that earlier on. Nicholas Luca Riccardi says, Adrian, apparently this game has failed in other countries, which I am aware of. He says, what makes you think it will succeed here? Couldn't this be a cash grab to recover investors' money? Here's what I think. Now that you ask me, I think this is their last resort. It's their last resort, because they were gearing up for this. And if I was a game developer in Korea and I look at this success, and yes, it is a success of Black Desert Online coming to these markets, making a lot of money. They may have added all that cash up bullshit, but it's still it's the most popular Asian MMO I think currently being played, Black Desert Online. Who wouldn't look at that and said, we have to try and emulate that. We have to try and make a market over there. I think Bless kind of looked at that and it's like, yeah, we have to try and push it out, try to get there. And if it were going to be a success, if for whatever reason they thought this was going to work and become a great game, the next step they would do is go launch in consoles, I think. So whether or not it's a cash grab, look, if there wasn't going to be a cash grab, it's hard to say, because they dropped the free-to-play model, which means that they couldn't do any direct pay-to-win stuff in the store. And I don't even know if the store over there in Japan or Russia had pay-to-win stuff in the store. I don't know. But from what we see in the store in this version, there isn't really you can't buy gear, you can't buy whatever. You do have the premium membership, which gives you benefits to XP and all that stuff, but that's pretty standard right now. So cash grab or not, I can't say, but I do feel like this launch, the global launch, was kind of like their last resort. And I think they made a lot of money on day one, but I don't know how much refunds, how many people ask for refunds. So it'll be interesting to see that statistic, if that's somewhere to be seen. We got Sage in chat. Hey Sage, he says, at the start, the first two dungeons were party, but they made the first two soloable. I can't even talk. Soloable. Alright, so Sage is saying that initially these two dungeons were supposed to be group, but they've made them solo. Oh well, I made the stream tonight thinking that I was going to show off group content, and that's why I'm kind of disappointed. But for me, personally, the player here, I don't mind. Like I said, I don't like relying on pugs. I just go in and do my own thing. Because if I know that my class is capable of doing it, and I can have a fun challenge in doing so, it's not just a face roll, then fine. And it helps that my mage is kind of OP too. So that's my point about that. Those of you guys that now know that your first two dungeons are solo, what do you think? Should they be group content, or should they be what it is now, solo? Let me know. We got Aven Gaming. Hello, Aven. He says, both dungeons can solo with a party. I saw other streamer do party earlier. So I guess that's why we're in the party matchmaking queue. You can bring a friend, which of course will be easy. But now you know, that I know I can solo. Like I said, I'll just do solo. James says, not sure that's true. Optimization has been a problem for all of the releases. Not sure they'll ever do anything to address that at this point. But we don't necessarily know that, right? Until the developers come out and say that, okay, we've heard the feedback on the optimization, we will fix stuff. We never know until they officially announce something, and people need to keep posting on their Steam. They need to keep posting on their Discord. Bring these issues up. We, content creators, we've said our part, and we will continue to say our part if necessary. Now it's up to Neowiz. If they don't change things in, let's give them a year, by the end of the year. If they don't change things, Bless will just be another page in a history of MMO books, and everybody will go on to the new MMO that's going to be coming out. You know, pick one of those crowdfunded games to shit on. You know, Pantheon, Ashes of Creation. The community will just wait for the next game to come along, go do that, and then, you know, either like it or hate it. That's what we've become now. So let's see what Neowiz do. Let's see how they play their cards now. ZG Godden says the whole rhythmic combat system needs a complete overhaul. There's almost no thought put into it. That's interesting because I didn't play the Korean version, so they've revamped the entire Korean combat. And now with this whole rhythmic combat system, how many of you guys who play the other versions think that this version, the global Steam version, is better? For me, having seen the Korean version in action, I like it's more actiony there, and now over here, you know, you got the tap targeting thing, and it kind of feels a little, I don't know, the movement feels a little difficult, but I like the combo and chain system. That's interesting. And once I map, you know, the RT and W to my Naga, use 910 and, you know, the dash key or whatever, I get a better feel for it. I prefer that. Alexi Laiho, hey, awesome. Isn't that a guitarist from a band? I forgot the band's name, but it's one of my favorite guitarists. Are you the guitarist? Holy shit. He says, it is a cash grab. Think about it. No betas. They don't want people to see what the game truly is like before they pay, and it's too late. Lots of founders ask for a refund, and we greet it with a form. Wait, so those of you guys that ask for refunds, you guys got a form? What was in the form? Anybody got a screenshot? I would like to take a look at that. I want to know what questions they ask, because in those questions itself, you know, you can tell whether the developers care or they don't, or is it like a standard Steam form? Because honestly, guys, I've never refunded a game on Steam. I don't think I've ever refunded something on Steam, so I've never done it before. But yeah, let me know what's in that form. I'd really like to know. But that's a good point. Like I said, they really needed the beta. If they had that open beta, like I said, all these issues, all this negativity could have been avoided. But like I said, it's hard to. Yeah, what we're doing at the moment, this advanced access, is really just a sort of like a glorified paid beta that, you know, we're paying for. Early access, basically what it is. But I'd have really loved an open beta. Sage says, I prefer the Korean combat versus the new style. And Thomas says, I'm trying to use the Xbox One controller. I can't use spells or talk to the NPC. I can move forward, backwards, and look around. How did you make that work? Let me go to the options real quick. Oh no, I'm disconnected from the server. I'm disconnected from the server. I've been talking here, and unfortunately the servers are down for maintenance. So here's what I'm going to do. Since I don't want it to be a black screen, that means I have to, you know, shut the stream. I'm just gonna leave this here, and I'll continue talking to you guys in chat because I love talking to you guys. So yeah, Thomas, how did you get that done? Did you just plug in your Xbox controller, or did you have like a file that you download? Because I was looking at the comments, I didn't see. Oh, JD, holy crap! Thank you, man. JD has just pledged $3 via Patreon, dude. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much for the support. I appreciate that. That means so much. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Is that playing on stream? I hope it's playing on stream. You guys rock. But see, I'm losing my train of thought. It's kind of overwhelming. Thank you guys. Honestly, thank you guys. What was I talking about? Xbox One controller. Did you download a separate file or not? Because I was looking at the options, and I didn't see a place for controllers. James C says, yeah, I was watching the Japan combat and thought it looked better because it had more action, right? So I'm trying to understand now why did the players in the Asian region felt that oh, Snatcher, thank you very much, Snatcher. Appreciate the sub to the channel. Much appreciated. Welcome to the channel. Even though the stream is going to end soon because it's now down for maintenance. But yeah, I felt like the Asian version had a lot more action style. I think it almost felt closer to BDO. But what did the Asian players feel about it that they ask for a combat change? Yaspan, sorry if I'm getting your name wrong, but Yaspan says, I was rooting for Ashes Creation. I am too. I have a backing account on Ashes of Creation. And Chronicles of Illyria. I like Chronicles of Illyria. I love the idea of your character growing old and dying and then restarting the cycle again. That sounds like a sandbox MMO that I think has a lot of potential. But I'm going to list them again. Chronicles of Illyria, Pantheon, Ashes of Creation, Crowfall, and Camelot Unchained. These are the games that that's going to... J Papa, thank you very much. Appreciate the sub. Welcome to the channel. These games are the ones that are like sort of like the next future, like the next generation of MMORPGs that I'm really interested in seeing, because all of these developers have come out and said that the game we're trying to make is going to be a departure from the MMO genre as we used to know it, and we are trying to fix things that the current MMO genre face in terms of issues. The grind, the theme park element, the MMO on rails, questing in general. And for me, and I think for all of us out here that play MMOs for a long time, there could be a burnout in a couple of years if we don't get to see one of these new MMOs. Crowfall, I'm thinking about jumping the Crowfall soon because I'm in the group that is currently testing right now, the alpha, and I just want to play one of these new MMOs to see what are they promising, or are they delivering what they're promising. So I'm looking forward to all this crowdfunded stuff. JD says, thanks for the streams, Adrian. Supported you on Patreon. Yeah, I saw that, buddy. I saw that, and for some reason that didn't come out on screen. Let me just try that again. Let me see if that works. Let's try Joachim first. See if that replays. Yeah, it did replay. So that's Joachim. And here's JD. Man, you guys rock. Thank you so much. Capsules Corp says, I really haven't run into anything I didn't expect from an early access MMO. I like that we got to play it, and those who want a more polished experience can wait and come back in a few years. That's the thing about early access, right? I mean, I agree with that, and I did the same thing for Ark Survival Evolved. How many of you guys know Ark Survival Evolved? When Ark first came to early access, I bought the early access version because at the time I thought it was cheap, and I went in and I played that crappy. I played that first crappy build, man. When the main baddie in the game was just a Tyrannosaurus Rex. There was glitches. I was falling through the world, but you know what? Me and my close friend and my sister, we were having so much fun that we just played it for like a month. And then we got burned out, and I was like, okay, we're gonna stop. Let them fix the issue. Let them add all that stuff. We're gonna go play our usual MMOs and come back in a year or 2 years. And that's what we did. And Ark, to their credit, they've gone back and added stuff and based on feedback and everything. So, but with MMORPGs, it's kind of different, because the landscape wasn't offered. You have subscription models. You have premium benefits. You have. And the thing with MMOs is they do have a very, very tight shelf life, especially right after launch. And then there's going to be a huge drop. So if early access cannot retain players, unfortunately, it's going to be a huge drop until a major expansion is released or like a major change or something happens. We'll never know. Scrolling down. No, scrolling up. Sorry. My chat just scrolled down all the way down. Damn it. Sorry, guys. Hang on. Let me just catch up to where you are in chat. Oh my god. How much is chat moving? Wow, how far am I behind chat? Sorry, y'all. Hang on. Because I take so long just to answer a simple question. I'm way behind. Let me just maximize my chat here. What time is it? Oh hell, let me just scroll all the way to the newest chat and we'll go from there. We got Latalis. Hello, Latalis. Latalis says, I refunded the game already. Just cause they label an old game as early access doesn't mean they can get away with everything. They flat out lied about almost everything. So here's an interesting comment, Latalis. And like I said, you know, over here in my stream, my channel, we respect everybody's opinion. And for me, it's interesting hearing this because, like I said, I don't know much about the other versions. Zaga Zai, or Z, thank you very much. Welcome to the channel. I'm sorry, nothing's moving in the background because the servers are down, but apparently they haven't kicked me out yet, so... yeah, I want to know, what's the biggest lie that Blast Online has kind of said so far? What's the biggest lie? Which aspect or something that, you know, they promised and haven't delivered in this EA? Nick Squire says, gotta go, good night guys, enjoy the stream. I'm almost done here, Nick. I don't think I'm going to do like what I did for the other stream or just sit and talk like for an hour. But you have a good night, Nick. Thank you very much for jumping into the stream. Rocky says, I think MMO has to find a good balance between grind, PvP, and PvP. And I agree that it's a good point. And most MMOs get it wrong. In BDO, I'd really like to see some PvP dungeon, even if my main focus is PvP. And I totally agree with that. If any of you watched my BDO review, I did say that it lacked that traditional dungeon experience because going out in the world. Swapnil, hey, thank you very much for the sub here on YouTube. Welcome to the channel. I appreciate the support. Man, you guys are fantastic. I hope you guys know that I'm passionate about MMOs, and talking to you here, I see that you guys are passionate about MMOs too, so that's awesome. We have found each other. But yeah, BDO, I felt really missed traditional dungeons. The boss landscape, you know, when you read the scrolls, and that's fun, but it gets old so fast, you know. I think having multiple different dungeons and would be great, I suppose. Okay, chat's moving faster now. Fate in there. Hi, Fate. He says, I don't think they know how to fix performance, and that's a good point as well, because I don't think they've had the experience. They're kind of inexperienced. This is their first major global launch, right? Launching on Steam. So they've never had that experience before. I mean, launching in Korea or launching in Japan or launching in Russia, I think it's a controlled region. So you don't really have a lot of pressure, I suppose. When you're doing a global release like this on Steam, I don't think they had the foresight, because, and I know this because you don't launch with 2 servers, man. You just don't. That's a recipe for disaster. We all knew it, and it happened anyway. All right, we got Malkia, sorry if I get the name wrong. Malkia says they really need to hook us up with some sweet loot for troubles. I have not been able to play at all other than creating one character. Dude, I'm sorry to hear that, man, but I really hope that you do get in. This is one of the reasons why, you know, some of the negativity is valid, because there are people like this that have paid for the game, have a membership running, but because of some of these issues, they haven't even stepped foot in the game. I feel sorry for you, bro. I hope you get in soon. Savvy says, is Adrian Asian? Yes. I'm Malaysian, yes. Sorry, I'm just trying to grasp around the question. You can ask the question to me directly, guys. You have my attention now. Sharpie says, and never mind, is that what you're saying? Never mind, you miss an attack, you're pretty much screwed. That's actually pretty true, because in that dungeon, for those of you that are just joining me, if you roll back the stream to when I was soloing the dungeons, you'll see that when I miss, I'm screwed, because your attack chains are reliant on hitting. So if you hit your first chain attack, good. You're now eligible for the first attack chain. You hit that, good. Now you're eligible for the second attack chain, good. But if you miss that, then you're not going to get the third attack chain. You got to start the whole chain again. And that could be a pretty devastating thing, I suppose. Chat's moving again. Cozy says also turn down shadow. Turn shadow all the way down. I'm guessing this is a tip to improve performance in Blast Online. I think that's what you guys are talking about. And Lucas says, wasn't Blast going to have an action combat system and not a tap target system? Honestly, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. When I read the press release last year, when they said they were going to remake combat, I thought that was going to be the case. Because judging by trends and, based on all the MMOs that I have reviewed over the past year or something, judging by trend, the newer generation of MMO players, I mean, I hate to say it, but the younger generation, essentially, they prefer more action combat, more of the console combat now, I think is what we're going to call it. You know, radical mode, fast-paced, flashy. For me personally, I prefer tap targeting because I grew up playing tap targeting. It's all I've known until I jumped into my first action MMO, and I prefer that. But, you know, when it comes to, like, reviewing games or whatever, I have absolutely no preference. But yeah, it'll be interesting to know why they got rid of the action and went to tap target. What was going through their mind? Cozy says it was in another region. James C says that another annoying thing is that the currency with packs is tied to the character, not the account. Yeah, that's just messed up. So many people have already said that, where they went into Tanara, the heaviest populated server, they made a character, they claimed their stuff, and then when they couldn't log back in, they're like, okay, I'll just go play on another server. Problem is, you already claimed that stuff on the first character, so that's a bit sneaky. I think NeoWiz should have mentioned that black and white on the Founders Pack, which maybe they have done. I think I've seen it. Yeah, I think I've seen it. They mentioned it on Facebook about it being bound to character, so I'll take that back. They have said that. But, you know, it should have been everywhere and big in caps so more people realize that, because that's obviously an issue. We got Warsheep. Hello, Warsheep. He says, have you been liking the game? Do you think this game will last? Wow, you guys are putting me on the spot. And, you know, what I usually do is I play the game for 1 month. I really play the game for 1 month. And then I'll make a full 30-40 minute review at the end of the month. But you guys are putting me on the spot here. Have I been liking the game? I have been liking aspects of the game. There are things about Bless that I like. For example, the whole combo system I think is interesting because of the way that, you know, they implement it in addition to the class mechanics. So for example, the mage, not only do I have to deal with the combos and chains, but I also have to deal with the class elements as well. Like at the bottom here, you'll see there's like 3 bars, so you got to juggle with that element stuff. It has the potential to be interesting in group content, but unfortunately I could not do it today because I've been soloing the dungeons. The taming system, like I said, I think it's awesome. More MMOs could use that, but people will see this a fluff thing because it's mounts and it's pets. Beyond that, I have hope for PvP in some regards, especially the large Zergy type guild PvP. But because of the performance issues and the frame rate drops, I don't think it's going to be very enjoyable for a lot of the people. Everything else, though, PvE-wise, questing, quality of the writing, dialogue, and all that stuff, I'm gonna get to endgame and see if any of that improves whatsoever. Because at the early levels, if you watch my vlog that I put out yesterday, you know, I really wasn't happy with what I was experiencing. And as for your question about do you think this game will last, look, even most of the time I'm impartial. I give games a fair shot, but even me as a player, at the back of my head, I can think of two or three MMOs that absolutely suck and should burn in hell, but they are still alive. I'm not gonna name those games. You can probably figure it out if you guys have been on my channel for a very long time, but those games are still alive. So regardless of, you know, whether you folks are rooting for Bless or not, I think it will be around for some time unless something drastically happens. You know, some games deserve the player base, but it doesn't have it. Some games deserve to be alive, but they got shut down. You know, you never know with the MMO landscape. You really never know. We'll have to wait and see how Bless, you know, plays their cards. Are they gonna come out openly and fix things, which they have done? They've been coming out and, you know, posting on Twitter and posting on wherever they can post about, yeah, we are aware of issues, we are going to fix it. I mean, words is words, we want action, so we'll just wait and see how much they can do. The Russian version is gone, right? And what other version shut down? The Korean version is still alive, so if the Korean version takes a hit, then this is all they've got, this global release. If this global release takes a hit, I think they can still bank on the Korean version, I suppose. So I don't know how that dynamic will work. Sharpie says, when? I'm not sure what you mean by when. Leonard says, that's supposed to change, James. And Vin says, at Jeremy, did you play any versions of Bless? If so, do you feel the difficulty has been dumbed down? I have not played any other versions of Bless, Vin, so I'm not sure about the difficulty in the other versions. But for now, right now, the mage, for example, is very OP. I can kill things in 2 shots. The first 2 dungeons apparently can be soloed, so that in itself means I think that it's a little easier than the other versions. And in terms of where difficulty should be, if it's an MMORPG, I think a lot of people would like to have challenge, because then that brings the grouping aspect of an MMO into play. So there's more social aspects, there's more guild, involved in group content. So yeah, I guess in a way it's dumbed down, I guess you could say. Lucas says, don't understand why they changed it. Action combat is more fun. James says, that's good at least. And ggmyster says, except that mage has no cooldowns on their starter. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. I'm clicking on stuff, but can you guys see the CD there? How am I still in game? Shouldn't I be booted out from the server right now? It's been 20 minutes since the server's down for maintenance, but here I am still streaming, talking to you guys. Well, I can be here for another 10 minutes or so keep those questions coming. ggmyster says, I read that already. Raj says, in how many months do you expect the game will become free? Oh man, this is great questions, guys. You're really putting me on the spot. Look, case study. Star Wars The Old Republic, how long did it take them to go free to play? 1 year, and that's a heavy IP franchise. 1 or 2 years, and they eventually went free to play. Secret World launched as a sub game, and then it went buy to play, and then it went free to play. You get all these games, Wildstar, sub, and then free to play instantly, without even going through buy to play. Ricky Bentley, subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Ricky Bentley. Welcome to the GRM fam. Hope you guys have enjoyed this boring banter so far, because that's all we're doing, but I'm having so much fun. This is great. I don't know. The thing is, if this was a subscription game, if Blast, this version is subscription, you can take it out the back, shoot it in the head, and bury it, because this will not see the light of day. I think this game will get crucified if it was a sub-only game. The fact that it's buy to play, it doesn't excuse it. It really doesn't excuse it. But I think that gives them a lot more the license to either fix things or milk more. That's their 2 options now. Spend more money, spend the money they just got, invest back, talk to investors. I don't know what they want to do, but get more money, fix the game, or milk the game for as long as possible, then go free to play. I don't know. I can't say. Rocky says, how often had you restarted to the Bless to get the character menu? Not a whole lot. I mean, I just do it once. I just log out to the character selector screen, and then... Unless you were asking somebody else. But that hasn't happened to me yet. Latalis in chat says, that's what I said at the conference, but they didn't do it at the end. Latalis, you were at the conference? Did you go to their press briefing? That's awesome. So what was... I mean, I did get a copy of the slide. They had a presentation in the slide. Because, my day job, I work full-time. My job is a writer, and I write for an MMORPG website. That's my day job, along other different jobs. So we do get access to, press reports, and MMO studios do send us press releases and whatever. So we have access to that. And I looked at what they wrote in their slides, and there wasn't... So far, what they said was going to happen has happened. So I'm trying to remember if there's anything that they lied about, the slide. Thomas says, go up the list and see what I type. Okay, I'm going up, but there's just too many, bro. If you look at my screen right now in terms of chat, there's the scrolling bar is this thin now, and I'm trying to make my way down chat. There's just so much going on. James says, Berserker has action. Think they plan on eventually doing the others as well. And Sharpie says, I feel like when your game is in window mode, you have a better chance of getting past. Yes, exactly. I said this, I'm going to say it again. If you're having issues, get rid of your Steam in-game overlay. Get rid of that. Just turn it off. And then instead of running in full screen or windowed, run in windowed borderless mode. These 2 things, I did this before I started my first stream, and I haven't had any issues since. I've never had any issues, to be honest with you. So try doing that, see if that works for you guys. I am Deadpool. Hello, Deadpool. Says, why is it that when I run with a friend, it separates us in story missions? That simply means I think that is instance, and it's meant to be done solo, I believe. That's my guess. Laren says, yeah, James, they said they actually broken all of them except Berserker. ggmyster says, I don't like that you have to have 6 keys dedicated to combos. Should be 3. That's a damn good point, bro. We got J Papa. Hello, J Papa. He says, I'll try this question again. Sorry if I didn't get to it earlier, really, because there's so much in chat that I'm trying to answer. I'm like really... I should... This is hard. Trust me, guys. This is hard, but I'll answer as much as I can. J Papa says, I'll try this question again. What are your thoughts on Paladin compared to other classes? And will you continue playing in its current state? Alright, first part of the question. The Paladin, for me, as much as I like the archetype, when I play the Mage now, it's kind of underwhelming. And I've heard that the Guardian is also another class that's very OP and can pretty much solo everything. For me, I prefer being self-sufficient when I pick classes. I want something that I can solo, something that I can do in groups, something that can PvP, you know, just fine. And I thought the Paladin was going to be that, but his DPS is crap. And I only have 1 healing skill at level 13, so it's kind of underwhelming, especially now that I've done them side by side, one after the other, Mage and Paladin. I obviously prefer another class. So my next job is to roll another class. I've got 2 more character slots. I will try the other classes and you know, see how balance is. Because I'm judging by what I see today, I think there's another hidden issue, underlying issue that we haven't talked about, which is class balance, which is something I take personally because class balance is something devs get away with a lot, and it sometimes can ruin MMO communities because of it. And second part of the question, will you be continuing to play it in its current state? The thing is, Jay, I review MMORPGs. That's what I do here. I jump into Bless because that was the next MMO that I was going to go to review. So the thing about my channel is I will spend 30 days every week. I will be streaming the game until I hit level cap, until I've seen enough to make a review. And my review is, I mean, it's 10 reasons to play the MMO. You can just check out my channel and you see an example of, you know, what I do with it. So for me to get to that point of the review, I need to at least have a month of game time in the game. So I will be playing this. I made a commitment to my viewers on my channel. I made a commitment to myself because it is an MMO. It's my duty to jump in and see whether it's worth it or not. And after having spent a significant amount of time, not 1 day, not 2 days, at least 30 days, then I make a review. Even though other people might need only 1 day before they put out a review and call it the gospel, that's not my style. You cannot review an MMO in a day. I'm sorry, you just can't. I think a month is solid. Fade says, I refunded my game to get the extra $10 of early access. I played the game for about 12 hours in game and got really annoyed. I'll keep a watch on the updates and buy the game again later. That's fair. I mean, if you guys manage to get a refund, then, you know, good on you. You've saved your money. I think that's a smart thing to do. Just watch what happens to the game, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Tom says, I also prefer tap targeting unless someone can make a hybrid World of Warcraft Terra style. I love Terra style. Dude, have you check out Crowfall? I think you'll like Crowfall, bro. Nicholas says, Adrian, can you read the reviews on Steam and see what other people think on Steam and give your thoughts? Oh my god, you really want me to do that? Alright, I'm going to spend like 2 minutes, just 2 minutes. I'll read 2 reviews. I'll read 2 of the most popular reviews on Steam. Since it is requested, and I'm a nice guy, I will do as you ask. I will do your bidding. Alright, ooh, mostly negative. Okay, good. Let's see the highest review here. I'm not gonna read Steam curators. Okay, let's see. The first negative review is by a guy called Kazahashi. Alright, here we go. You guys ready? Oh my god, that's a wall of text. Okay, no, I gotta go for the next one. Alright, this guy does it in point form. Okay, here we go. This review is by Sipco. Posted 30th of May. Here we go. I don't like giving negative reviews, but I also don't like being taken advantage of and lied to as a gamer. This company flat out lied about the state of their game. To say it is a trash tier is being generous. Here are a few issues. Combat is a clusterfuck of different systems, none of which work. Translation is horrendous and clearly was done using some cheap software. Harsh. Optimization. The lack of -14 to 30 FPS on a high-end machine. I can attest to that. Progression. Some good ideas delivered in a wrapper of garbage and boredom. Class choice. 5 classes in the game out of 5 years. Lack of class, I suppose. Number 6. Item dropping for classes not even in the game in our region. Oh my god, that happened to me on stream. I got the assassin's, you guys saw that. I got the assassin armor, which isn't even in the game. Number 7. Games does not load more than it does load. Stuck on a splash screen. Forced restart. Yeah, a lot of people have been having that issue, as we said already. Number 8. Locking regions and factions in a way that is utterly random and completely split guilds and friends. Number 9, game crashing every 30 minutes or less. Number 10, horrendous lag in game. Number 11, massive world, mostly empty of anything at all. And the game cannot even autopath out of the open areas because it can't tell anything is there. No wildlife, no monsters, just empty space. Number 12, interface lag. Every button press takes a second or more to register. That's interesting, I've not had that. And number 13, combat lag. Skill combos lag on button press. I mean, for me, it's latency probably is an issue. Tutorial, yes, I agree with that. And queue times, I've not experienced that. And he ends it by saying, let's be clear, this is trash tier. It's insulting that this developer thought to peddle this shit on gamers. Developers of MMOs, don't dare deliver this kind of cash grab crap to market. We will call you out on your shit. I'm gonna click that review as yes. Wasn't helpful. It's pretty accurate. I mean, look, a lot of what is being highlighted here is so obvious. Everybody could see it on streams, on VOD. It's all there. Much of what that reviewer has said on Steam. If I didn't experience it, the next person did. It's as simple as that. There you go. I read the Steam review. One review. Okay, moving down. Kazi says, Adrian, have you played Dauntless? I have not. I have it installed, actually. And on Friday, I was going to stream Dauntless, but I was in queue for about 3 hours, and I was like number 16,000 in queue. That's when I was like, oh, I'm going to give up for now. I'm going to wait until things are more stable, and then I'll probably go stream some Dauntless sometime soon. Michael Webster, hello. He says, cost, system requirements, PvP, pay to win. Cost $30 now. System requirements, God, I don't even know. I don't check system requirements these days because my rig runs anything. I'm sorry, but I've become ignorant to requirements. PvP, yes, the PvP's meta. Pay to win, don't think so. Could be if the game goes free to play. Lucas says BDO's combat system is the most fun and challenging than targeting. I like BDO's combat system. For me, at least for me, it does get repetitive after a while simply because of the amount of grinding that you do. But that's why BDO gives you 50 million alts and gives you all these alt leveling events to try and refresh your mind to do it all over again in a different class. But BDO's combat is superb, I will say that. Lucas says, especially since it's going to be a PvP focused game. Latella says, at the press conference, they also said that it is account bound. They changed that without notice. I did not know that, and I will call bullshit on that. I think that's bullshit on Neo's part, because naturally you'd want it to be account-wide. Almost every MMO, when you buy something like that, a premium or whatever, it should be account-wide, right? I mean, hell, we're 2018. It should be account-wide. So if they mentioned that it was going to be account-wide and then they changed that, that is messed up. That's messed up. Thanks for pointing that out. Now we know. Savvy says, oops, sorry, Zaga, I thought you said something about CU, but Sage, okay, you guys are talking there. Sage says, BDO combat and game really puts me to sleep. Really? Okay, so we have a contrast of opinions here. Is it because it's boring grinding mobs, or what is it, Sage? And Sharpie says, I hope it lasts. Rod says, I'm looking forward to, only for air. Please remind me what's air, guys. Muhammad Azizam Rosli Apakabar, he says, back to Guild Wars 2, I guess. Hey, Guild Wars 2 Season 4, Episode 3 is coming out real soon. If those of you that play Guild Wars 2, Season 3 is coming out. I'm quite excited. If you don't know, I am an official Guild Wars 2 partner. I'm an ArenaNet partner. And the cool thing about ArenaNet is, they give me free reign in terms of if I critique something, they're open to receiving the feedback, and Guild Wars 2, they're cool like that. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to episode 3. Tom says, the stream is reminding me how polished WoW is while I'm playing. Yeah, I need to get my Paladin WoW up, Tom, because BFA is coming. I really want to get ready for that. Sid says, already played Air for 90 minutes. What's Air, guys? Come on, help me out here. My brain's not working. I've been talking too much. Tom says, long live Azeroth for the Alliance. GC Marcher says, I like that you can specialize your skills a bit, like my mage has a chance for melee attackers to be stunned when using elemental armor. I need to figure that out. I mean, I have elemental armor, but I haven't really seen my character doing any CC yet, especially my mage. So I'll need to spend more time on the mage because I've been playing the Pally a lot, and I'm used to what the Pally can do. So I need to play more of my mage and find out. Sabby says TTD. I'm not sure what TTD is. Sorry guys. It may not look like it, but I'm actually a very old dude. And my acronyms are horrible. So if you guys use some new gen acronym, I may not get it, unfortunately. DJ Marshall says, I don't mind taming as well, even though it lags for me a bit. Thomas says, can you go back up the list? Oh, okay, you got the Xbox controller. Okay, I will, after the stream, I will just download the whole chat and export it so I can see it there. Thank you, Thomas. I appreciate that, man. Jay says, Shroud of the Avatar. Go to hell with Shroud of the Avatar. One of the... it's so frustrating. Look, I got a video coming out sometime tomorrow that, Jay, you might like, so stay tuned, bro. Rico says, people have been saying SWTOR's dying since 2012. People have been saying things are going to be dying since forever. That's just a culture that we live in and something that I think should be rooted out. I don't understand the need for just wanting a game to fail on the basis of, you know, oh, I prefer my game. If the game has serious issues and you absolutely got conned, like a lot of probably what these Blessed players are feeling, you could justify that hate, you know, by getting a refund and giving feedback, I suppose, to Blessed, whether they take it or not. If they take it, great. If they don't, they're stupid and they deserve whatever that's coming to them. Sage says BDO and WoW can burn in hell. Oh man, that's a bit harsh. So I know you said you felt the combat was boring in BDO stage, but why? What's your beef with WoW? I only started playing WoW in December 2017 for the review, which I released in February this year, and I found WoW to be one of the craziest experiences ever. Leonidas has just subscribed. Thank you, Leonidas. Appreciate the support here on YouTube. But yeah, I am still a new WoW player, and I find it so... Thank you, Rocky Wayne. Appreciate it, man. I find it so refreshing having the WoW experience now. You know, jumping into a game that's 14 years old and seeing how World of Warcraft reinvent itself and get modernized and keep up with the times. They are a great example of a game that looks around the landscape, knows its place in the food chain, and tries to, you know, fix itself, reinvent itself to make it accessible, not only to its former players, but to the new players as well. That is what I think Blizzard did pretty well with WoW. A lot of people may hate it, especially if you're a long-time player, but for me, jumping in for the first time this year, I was able to see it with a fresh pair of eyes, you know, so that's why I kind of enjoyed WoW, and I want to see more of it, because right now, having played it now, I feel like I've just missed out on the last 13 years of goodness. Alright, Nicholas says, apparently there's going to be a server reset because there's a dupe bug in Bless. Uh-oh, so that means what? Economy's screwed? GG.com. The last time that happened, anybody remember Neverwinter? When there was a duplicate bark in the auction house too, people made millions and millions of Zen or whatever, and Cryptic Perfect World didn't roll back. They didn't want to do anything with it. So I have seen how a duping bug can kill an MMO economy. GG Macho says, so rollback or a total wipe reset? Well, whatever it is, they need to reset, I think. Not a reset, sorry. They just roll back to whenever the dupe happened. I know it's not going to make a lot of people happy, but trust me, a rollback is better than a broken economy. Trust me on that. I've seen economies go to shit. Let's not have this happen. Rocky says, no, that's the old engine. Fate says it's not the classes that's OP right now. It's the enemies that have too little HP and are not balanced for the new combat system. Okay, so it's the landscape mobs that are too weak and they need to buff that up to match the classes. Copy that. Augustino, hang on a second. How far am I behind chat? Apparently I'm 30 minutes behind in chat. Holy shit. I'm trying my best to read everything. You guys are making it hard. Honestly. But this is fun. I like it. Here, let me chase. Where did I last stop? Michael says, wow, I got a mention, my first. Alice says, what country are you from? I am from Malaysia. Alice, Michael says, me, UK. Hello to the UK. Understand says, oh, by the way, the INI editing worked wonders for me. That's good to hear. So, for those of you suffering performance issue, that INI fix where, it can help you. You got a case study in chat. It works. Alice says, Sweden. Hello to Sweden. Malkia says, should I get a refund or do you think it will iron out okay? I don't know, man. If I had a crystal ball, I would tell you. If I was an emissary and under an NDA disclosure to I cannot see anything, I would still tell you whether or not you should, I don't know. But I'll be here. I'll be here for 30 days playing Blast for the review. So I'll find out. If you want to get a refund, go ahead. I'll keep you updated. I'll take the hit. I'll take the hit. There's no turning back for me now. I can't refund, and I don't intend to. I'm gonna go all out. I need my review. Everybody else has released their review after like 2 days. Like one day, I'm like, what the hell? But yeah, whatever, man. Steve says, are the INI edits easy to find? Yeah, I think it's on Reddit somewhere. I think they pinned it on the first page of Reddit, right? And Fid says, Ascension Infinity Realm is what is air. Okay, I've never heard of that game. I may have to go check it out now. Understands it's very easy. ggmyster says, yeah, wasn't a valid product. I didn't refund, so maybe 70 pack will help them fix some things. Yeah, there's some of us that are like, yeah, we gave them money, so let's hope that the money that we gave them is going to help them fix the game. Either it's wishful thinking, or either, we're not going to see any changes. Who knows? Who knows? At this point, the ball is in NeoWiz's court. And it's got to be up to us to police that. We have to be the watchdogs here. We really have to check it out. And I wish more content creators would have not thrown the towel in. Oh, Michael Webster. Thank you, Michael Webster. Appreciate the support. But yeah, I just wish a lot of MMO creators that, some of them I even support, I wish they wouldn't have thrown the towel in so fast. These guys, all of us, I think we need to keep hounding, keep pushing, keep playing, and yeah, give them a good, kick in the arse if it needs to be done. Rico says, every time I resub to Star Wars, I feel like I'm playing something else. That's interesting. Michael says, I understand the hope and geekdom of new, but this game is meh. Go back to Final Fantasy XIV, Guild Wars 2, WoW, a good game in general. This game does not deserve your time or your money. Obviously, that is your opinion, Michael. And I think he's addressing everybody else is wondering, if it is worth the money. Like for me, like I said, I'm going to do this anyway. It's my job. I review MMOs, so I'll be here. Sid says, no, BDO was boring. I played FF14 grinding, but BDO felt unrealistic. Gather 4 mobs, Street Fighter solo kill, even level 5. Final Fantasy, you get 5 people, you kill 1 mob. So I felt like God or Street Fighter. I can see that. BDO, kind of easy, I guess, as well, but until you get into the later levels, and then you start getting into Madaya, and you start getting near the soft cap, and then it kind of becomes a little difficult, I think. I mean, it depends on your class, too, and how much gear, or how much money you spent in the BDO store to buy, oh no! Latalis Insania has pledged $5 at Patreon. Thank you, Latalis. Thank you so much. Holy crap, you guys are just being so awesome right now. And I feel bad that it's maintenance and I cannot stream anymore because you guys are just killing it, man. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much, Latalis. Let me just play that game because the animation for some reason did not come out, but that's how cool Latalis is, as well as Joachim and JD earlier. These guys are awesome. You guys, thank you so much. Shane says Ascent Infinity Realm is the name of the game. Here, let me just write that down real quick and I'll check it out, and if it catches my eye, then I will probably jump in for some content. So thank you very much for that suggestion. Here, let me just open up my notepad. Ascent Infinite. Is it Infinity? Well, yeah, it's Infinity Realm. Okay, official website. Groundbreaking MMORPG from the developers of Terra and PUBG. So this is Bluehole's MMO. This is okay. I've heard of this game. All right, because I covered the news from my website when Bluehole announced that they were going to make an unnamed MMO, but I did not cover what the official name was. So now I know. Ascent Infinite Realm. This is PUBG's MMO. Okay. I will check it out because you guys brought it up, and we can jump in together and we'll see what that game's all about. All right, deal. Tom says, glad to hear you're still hyped on the Pally. I'll probably be maining the Rogue and Pally. Glad you're gonna be doing BFA with us. I have to, man. Once you go all in with MMO reviews, you gotta be there for the big ones. You know, you gotta experience it. You gotta share your opinion, and you gotta help people that not necessarily can afford the expansion or whatever. And I'm committed to doing that. I know you are too, being a fellow streamer and everything. So we're going in together, bro. Alice says, I look 12, and that is actually one of the biggest disadvantages because I am nowhere near 12. And the thing is, in my previous job was in public relations, and every time we had a client meeting, I'm in like a crisis team, right? So I don't want to blow smoke up my own ass, but like it was like a pretty big deal. So, but whenever I give counsel to my clients, like I advise them, this is not the right thing to say. This is not the press release that you want to do. This is not the person you should be talking to. Nobody takes me seriously because they all think I am not old enough to be giving wise counsel. So it's a real big advantage that, for those of you that have followed my channel for a while, you'll notice that I tried to grow some facial hair. Oh my god. I can't believe I'm telling you guys this. But over the past few months, those of you that have followed me on YouTube for a while, you would have seen me grow some facial hair. Because when I'm not on YouTube, I have freelance writing jobs, like I said. And when I go for meetings now, I need to try and make myself look more older. But the facial hair, it's not working. So, oh well. Thank you, Alice, for pointing that out. Tom says, I'm also looking forward to more info on Shroud, Pantheon, and Crowfall. Yeah, Crowfall is I think I'm probably going to do that first because I already have the backing account, and I do love PvP, and Crowfall looks really interesting for PvP. Rocky says, I will ABO you. Seems your content is pretty good. Thank you, Rocky. I appreciate it. And, my content, the thing about my content is I'm not much of a let's play channel. I'm not much of a, entertainment. I don't do like really angry rants, and that's not my style. I just want to talk about the games that I'm passionate about. I want to talk about the industry, what we can do, what do we like, what we don't like, and what we can do to fix it. That's what I do. And there's going to be people that's going to agree with my opinions. There's people that isn't going to agree with me, and that's totally fine. I'm trying to build an MMO community on my channel that, we all can accept and be inclusive and respect each other's opinion about MMOs, because we want this genre to be around for quite some time. Because without MMOs, I don't know what I'll do with my life. Honestly, I don't know how many of you guys feel that way, but I care. McCly says, WoW has Looney Tune graphics, which inspired a whole bunch of Looney Tune other MMOs, Wildstar, that kind of games. Jay says, Shroud is fun if you like the old school feel. Jay, stop it. Richard Garriott, aka Lord British. If anyone deserves like some shtick, it's him, because he took 11 million bucks from the Kickstarter for Shroud of the Avatar, and it all went to waste. I know that because I covered it, Jay. I mean, don't give him any more money. Don't give him any more money. Sid says, "Wow, was not FF." Okay, I think I read that already. Sevi says, "Camelot Unchained." Yes, Camelot Unchained. Big faction fights. The grandfather of three-way faction fights. I'll definitely jump to that. World of Warcraft needs to do a complete next-gen graphical reset. Really? Okay, that'll be interesting. Didn't they just do like a graphic update a couple years ago? Rico says, I remember a mention of a dupe bug in ESO from Angry Joe. I remember that. Like, he was wearing the commander, the corporate commander, right? And he was like, dupe bug, and it was just... Yeah, Angry Joe, Joe Vargas, and Total Biscuit, the Cynical Brit. These two guys are the people who inspired me to start my own channel and start reviewing games. Because before this, while I was an MMO player, I really watched YouTube to see what games I should buy or whatever. And Angry Joe, for one, was really entertaining, but he also, when he points out, the pros and cons, is very articulate about it. But what I really like about him is his honesty, even though he's making jokes and being funny, that honesty comes across, and it's really sincere, and that really helps. With Total Biscuit, his what WTF is videos is just, oh my god, if you have not seen one of those, I'm like, wow, this guy, So that's two of my biggest inspirations for YouTube, and that's why I'm here doing what I'm doing, you know. But for MMOs, oh boy, I need. It's almost midnight here. Holy shit. Okay, I'll keep going for 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. This is like a drug. Steve says WoW is still the best MMO available. And again, we can debate that. Some people will agree, some people won't. But let's keep it civil, right? Cozy says they're adding more servers because we are going out of advanced access, and the game is going to be launching for everybody else without the founders pack. So that's why I think they're adding more servers. Quaresma, hello Quaresma. He says it's not free to play. It's not free to play. It is buy to play. Says, do you want to stream Lost Ark? I have CBT access. If you want to stream it, it's not my style. CBT ends June 3rd. Lost Ark. Hold the CBT first. I cannot jump into games willy-nilly though, because I do have a schedule. So I'll have to get back to you on that. But thank you very much for the offer. That's very kind, Sage. Cozy says buy to play. We got Fusion W3. Do more Steam reviews. It is good content. Maybe do a YouTube video format. Interesting idea. I probably might think about that. I don't know though, because I am making content based on what other people have done, and it's more of like a joke kind of thing, you know. Maybe I'll have a little series about MMO satire, and maybe I'll do it. But yeah, I'll take that into consideration. Thank you, Fusion, for bringing that up. Carlos says some YouTuber here play 2 hours and make a review and then get a refund. This is a shame. And I know somebody who's done that. Honestly, I know somebody who's done that. But that's the thing, you know, when you're starting on YouTube, to try and grow your channel, you want to, you know, spend as less as possible and try and make as much of a profit as possible. And, you know, this is one way that YouTubers do that. So I'm not going to say anything. You know, people have different lives. People have different incomes. And, you know, we all have our struggles. So we all get by the way that we get by. Savvy Sky says, what's Air, guys? Air is called Ascent Infinity Realm. It's a new MMORPG from the creators of Terra and PUBG, Bluehole Entertainment. We got Pirico. Hello, Pirico says, Lazy Peon plays Final Fantasy 14 to 35, says it's the worst. Plays Blast to 17, says the worst. Look, I was hoping nobody would mention him tonight. I don't want to talk about, you know, MMO people like that, but it's his channel. It's he can say whatever he wants. Savvy Sky, Adrian, sorry. TTD is a realm of Camelot Unchained. TTD? Okay, now I'm lost because I'm quite I'm quite far behind chat. Sorry, Savvy. I'll have to get back to you on that. I lost the whole conversation. Tom says Peon deals pretty heavily in absolutes. It's a bummer. And Latalis says you're welcome. Really love your videos and you're great guys. So thank you, Latalis. Honestly, that means so much to me. And I appreciate you guys. You have no idea how hard it is for a YouTuber to be able to have a meaningful conversation with people in the YouTube chat / comment section, because all I've ever known before this was hate and anger and people just, you know, just nonsense. But having meaningful conversations with people on YouTube, somebody said that was impossible. You'd never find it. But this is proof. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Even after the stream is supposed to end, you guys are still here talking to me. You guys are awesome. Claxor EU, thank you very much, Claxor. Thank you very much. Welcome to the family. But this is going to be a problem for people who are like asleep right now, because when they wake up and they watch a stream, they'll be like, oh, Adrian's done a 3-hour stream of dungeons, and then they get to the second hour and then, oh my god, he's just talking for the last hour. So, you know, you can see the problem that poses there. But, well, if that's you, if you're waking up to this, hi, I'm sorry, but think of this as like the podcast section, so you can just put the volume up to like 50, and then you can go do your chores or, you know, work in the background and listen to us talk to each other. It's really a two-way conversation because I'm giving everybody in chat a voice, so you guys can hear the questions too. Okay, going down. Nicholas Lucas says Lazy Peon is entitled to his opinion. Exactly. I just don't take it serious when making a decision. Like I said, everybody with a YouTube channel, you guys have a voice. What you do with it is your prerogative. You know, I will not come here and attack another YouTuber for doing things. I don't my method of reviewing an MMO differs from somebody else's. I like when it's really meaty, in depth. I cover everything head to toe because MMOs take years to make, and somebody can ruin the game's reputation in a 10-minute video. I want to give MMOs that like that a fair shot. I want to see everything. Show me everything. And if your everything isn't good enough, then I'm sorry. Your review is gonna be I'm gonna have to say what I have to say. But the games need a shot. That's the method I use. I play for 30 days. Jerry says, Error isn't out yet in the West. Is it out in Korea or anything? Because if it's out in Southeast Asia, then I could jump in already. Savvy says, Tuatha. Oh boy, I'm gonna butcher this pronunciation. Tuatha de Danann. Did I get that right? So that is a realm in Camelot Unchained. Awesome. And Rocky says, the thing with video is that its main focus is on PvP. Yep. And I do believe for Blessed too, I think. The PvE is not challenging, but the combat system really shines in PvP, especially in 1v1s and in small scale PvP. I did a bit of small scale, like PvP has this thing called Red Battlefield, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and I tried that. But the balance is crazy, the PvP in video, it's just not balanced. And somebody who spent a lot more time or money buying all those memory fragments to make sure that their black stones are not going to waste, they're gonna wreck me in like one shot. It's happened to me before. And because of that, I think a lot of solo players like me, maybe the casual, I like to hide behind a guild that is big and strong and that can protect me and that can win guild node wars. Otherwise, for me, there's really no point, because if I'm going out there solo just to get wrecked, what's gonna save me? I've got to spend $40 in the store to buy the oh shit, what do you call that? The ghillie suit, something that makes you invisible. I don't know, but. Yeah, I haven't dabbled too much in that. Maybe I'll go back to BDO and do something with the PvP there. Tom says, think you'll ever find a good home game with your commitment to reviewing? I've been thinking about settling down. That's what I told my patrons on Patreon. I was thinking about settling down. But here's the deal. I do jump from game to game, but I do have like a list of what I call my personal go-to games. And I would say ESO's up there. I play ESO a lot. Guild Wars 2, obviously, ever since I reviewed the game. I fell in love with the world. I love the story. I love the Guild Wars 2's combat system. Guild Wars 2's PvP for me is great. I enjoy it. Both World versus World and structured PvP. And World of Warcraft is slowly creeping up there because I'm starting to, get into the whole WoW thing. And lower down some more, I've got Secret World Legends. I'm a lifetime subscriber, unfortunately. And I say unfortunately like it's a bad thing, but I am a lifetimer in Secret World Legends, and I just love the story there. But those are just the games that I used to play before I started reviewing them. So I always have that baggage with me. I always go back. The Lord of the Rings Online is my first MMORPG. For those of you guys that don't know, Lotro was my first MMO, so I do go back from time to time. So. Alright, Hopebringer says, the truth is that BDO is the most successful Asian MMO at the moment. Yep, I said that earlier in the stream. That's the thing. And I think Blast is trying to emulate that with going buy to play and then having these what do you call them? Premium memberships, which are really, if you look at it with glasses, like from BDO, you'll see they are just value packs. They're essentially value packs. And they're trying to PR spin it with the whole, oh, don't call it a subscription, it's going to be called a premium membership. What's the difference? It's the same thing. But yeah, I think because of BDO's success and the fact that they have, all the money now that they could even port to the Xbox One, which MMO would look at that and not feel the envy? They obviously want to try and do the same thing. Final Fantasy has more subs than BDO. That is true. Last I checked, 10 million players, I think. Final Fantasy 14 has, based on the last press release I got. Michael says, hashtag card Adrian. What's card Adrian? Adrian. And Mr. Bushido says, you're too young for facial hair. No, I'm not young at all, bro. The things I don't want to let it go too long because the eating becomes a problem. I don't know. I mean, some of you guys may have longer beards or whatever, but I'm not calling this a beard right now. I'm just saying when I had a long beard, eating was a problem and all that stuff. So I don't really like having it too long. Tom says, GRM Beardrian. That is so cool. I'm going to create an alter ego. So whenever I grow the beard again, I'm going to introduce myself as Jerem Beardrin. Thank you, Tom. That's a great idea. We got Zaga says that Jerem Adrian, stick to Blast till a month or so, bro. It's very important as a gamer. It's very difficult to scale a game to suit all gamers in this world, and as North American people are very critical. You have my word, man. I'm going to be here for a month. Where am I going to go? I've already started the leveling stream process. I have 28 days. Well, I haven't even claimed my premium membership pack. So I've got nowhere to go, and I will do that. Cozy, thank you very much for the pledge on Patreon, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support. Oh, man, you guys. I feel like I feel like, you know, it's time for me to go, because if I stay here longer, you guys are just going to shower me with too much love, and then I cannot sleep tonight. But thank you so much, Cozy. I appreciate it. All of you on Patreon. Now, welcome to the Patreon. There's going to be lots of stuff there that, you know, I could do. And I think I've already hit my second goal, which means there's going to be a new news series that I'm going to be working on. The plans for that is I'm going to dress up in, like, a blazer, like, you know, newscasters, CNN, Fox, whatever, and, you know, just talk to you guys in a gimmicky style about the news of the month and all that. So I'll debut that on Patreon first, get everybody's feedback, and if it's good to go for YouTube, then we're live. So that's just some Patreon talk there. Let me go down some more. I see so much in chat. I'm trying to catch up. Topper says people who look younger tend to live longer. Oh, I don't know about that, Toppers. I think I've already done a lot of damage to myself. I'm a heavy smoker, and I'm trying to quit, which is why I've gone to vape, and it's really helping me stop cigarette. But I also drink a lot, so my liver isn't really as young as it's supposed to be. But I do hope you're right. I would love to be here, I don't know, when I'm 50 or 60, still talking about MMOs with the same youthful passion that I have now. Hope Bringer with a smile. Bringer says, growing a beard can be damn depressing if you haven't won the beard growth lottery. I'm half Chinese, and I'm half Indian and kind of Sri Lankan as well. And all these things were supposed to give me, like, the most magnificent beard in the world, in my part of the world. It has not happened. So I think I did not win the lottery there, so oh well. ggmyster says, wear a gray wig, Adrian. Will look older. Or maybe just dye my hair, like gray or something. I can't pronounce your name, I'm so sorry, and I don't understand. Is that Russian? I'm so sorry, I cannot read that out. But if anybody can translate that for me, I'll be happy to read it out. We got Abyss in chat says, haters gonna hate. The Blast is not so bad as a lot of wankers say it is. Abyss, I mean, it's good that you find the positive in this, and you know, if you are a fan of Blast, you know, there's not much you can do but be optimistic and hope that the game can change, not just for yourself, but for the betterment of other players coming in too, because based on what it is now, you know, the game will lose players, and it needs to have some sort of population if we're ever going to see, you know, the game make more revenue and more improvement, but that all has to start with NeoWiz. So let's hope that NeoWiz does something to change all these issues, fix all these issues in the very near future. Savvy says, I am here for the drama. Sage says, really has been no drama. And that's what I love. You guys just, I love this. You know, I could talk to you guys without any drama. And I myself hate drama. I hate confrontation, but sometimes when people come on here and attack me, obviously, you know, sometimes when I first started YouTube, I took it kind of personal, you know? Like some of the things people say, like, oh, you're from Malaysia, like, do you live on a tree, you know, all that kind of thing. I mean, that was my first exposure to, like, YouTube comments. So it's like, what the, you know, that kind of thing. But now, 2 years on YouTube, and all the hate and abuse I get on a daily basis now, you just grow a thick skin. You're just so immune to it. But in a live stream setting, the last thing I want to see is people fighting in my chat, because that just kills the mood for me to stream. But you guys have been fantastic. I couldn't have wished for a better MMO audience. You guys rock, all of you. Michael says, not so bad, just shake my head. Sig says, drama. Savvy says, bless is nice. If I wasn't waiting for CU1, I would be playing Blast Online. Michael says, Angry Joe was a fun channel when he did game reviews. I know. He went into movie reviews and trailer stuff. But then again, you know, he must have reasons for doing that. Game reviews are long and they're hard, and the editing is hard. Joe has, you know, he outsources his editing, but he does all the skits and everything. It takes time, and I'm not defending Joe, but being a content creator myself, I record the audio, I edit my own videos, I source, I record the videos and then I leave. It's a lot of work, and people expect him to put out reviews like all the time. It's not easy, guys. Honestly, it's not easy. And for him to do it for as long as he did, the mental fortitude and the stamina to wake up in the morning, it's like, oh, I got this review coming out. Oh, I got this review coming out. When you do see success, when you do see your channel grow, and you do see that you're making money on YouTube, it can be intoxicating for a while, and then you realize the amount of hard work. You miss vacations, you don't take days off sometimes. Like, I missed dinner tonight with my family because I wanted to stream. These are the things we give up for content, either because it's relevant or it's timely, time sensitive. Bless is new, so all the creators, not just me, everybody wants to make Bless content because it's new. It's trending. Is essentially what I'm trying to say. So there's a lot of sacrifices that as content creators we go through. So I have sympathy for Joe. So I'm happy for him to do what he's most happy doing, and if that means movie reviews, then let him do movie reviews. Rico says, I missed the memorial stream for Total Biscuit. Oh yeah, me too. Tom says, it doesn't have to be so black and white, yo. Better MMO doesn't exist, really. They're all different and have different things to immerse yourself in. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. That's a great point, brother. That's such a great point, man. Leonidas is true. Savvy says, I agree with Tom. When is the next stream? Professor Kaka, the next stream will be on Sunday, because the game is now going to be launching out of early access. I'm going to take tomorrow, which is Thursday for me, Friday, Saturday, I'm going to be leveling on my own. And then on Sunday, I will be, 20, 22, and then hopefully I've got something more to stream there. And obviously after every stream, including this one, I'll have my recap vlog talking about my experience. So hey, more content. Oh my god, is the chat ever gonna end? Are you guys tired yet? Are you guys tired? Arcadias. Hello, Arcadias. It says, do you play on EO and NA? I play in North America, bro. I'm on the oh gosh, I forgot the name already. Gagato? Yeah, Gagato server on North America. Michael says to Tom, for sure play like what you like. But why play a game that's failed 3 times? Yeah, I mean, you guys are coming up with good points. We got John in chat. It says, hey, John. He says, hey, Adrian, you never know. Shroud of the Avatar might just get better since you tried it, and pigs might fly. Good to see you, Johns. I'm so sorry if I'm getting to your chat message late. I'm trying to get to everybody here. I don't know, John. I'll wait for the next visitor trial that they give out, and maybe I'll jump back in. Maybe. No promises. Arcadia says, never mind, got it. Gundown says, so what's the real status of this game? Are misspellings still rampant? Yes. You still see it in dialogue. You still see it in the text. But it's not just the misspellings that are the real issues. There are bigger issues than that. Server stability, especially on the the first servers, Tanara, and I forgot the other one. So yeah, there's still a lot of issues, man. Tom says there'll always be hype for new things with stagnance in the market. Live by your own focus. Don't let the hype bog you down. Thank you, Tom. Dude, you're just showering lots of inspirational quotes tonight. I'm gonna have to like frame some up. Tom said this. Coffee says true point. Rugdor says rest in peace, Total Biscuit. Oh yeah, so that's where I'm at in the chat now. And Michael says John Bain was a good guy in that he always stuck up for the little tuber, plus a heck of a good friend to those who knew him. Yeah, I've been following for a while. Absolutely, yeah. Arcadio says, chill bro, you're doing fine and we really appreciate your job. I really enjoy your stream and I'm on EU. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Arcadios. Means a lot to me. Appreciate it. Michael says, make it a new video. Talking to Adrian number 1. This is really what it is. It's chat. I love it. This isn't a non-stream. This is a discussion. 80% of it. That's why we hear you. Absolutely, Tom. Drakeana says, may Total Biscuit rest in peace. He was an amazing YouTuber and he'll be forever loved. And the great thing is, his videos are going to be there forever on YouTube. And I hope his channel doesn't get taken down, because there will be times when I want to go back and watch, him pile on the hurt on games that deserve it, like the zombie apocalypse game and everything. It's just great, And Jerry says, damn, I missed a stream. I got up too late. Latala says, it's 6 in the evening here. Awesome. So you're kind of 2 hours? No, you're 6 hours behind me. Where are you? Europe, I'm assuming. Somewhere in Europe. And Savvy says, thumbs up, Adrian. Thank you, Savvy. Leafbinder says BDO sucks. Why? Why do you think BDO sucks, Leafbinder? Share some thoughts. We have a few BDO players in here. And Pirico says, I like that we can discuss MMOs here without having people insult you for your choice of game. It often feels like people will come after you as soon as you dare enjoy another MMO. And I accept that. I really accept that because, like I said, I've been doing this for a while, and you know, for the popular games out there, like my WoW review and my Secret World review, because those games were popular to hate on because of, you know, the issues that it had, comment, and everything. One of the first things I get was, oh, because you're covering this game, you must like it. You must be a white knight, you know. And I just take everything in one ear and just goes out, you know, because I know that if people are absorbing the content, that's what they're here for, then that's all I care about. If the content has value to you, even if you don't play the game, but you learn something about it, like you understand a bit more about this MMO that you don't play, I think it's still an enriching thing, and I'm, you know, world goes on, and I appreciate you guys watching it. Oh gosh, where am I now? So much more chat. Leafbinder says, Lazy Peon just lost another subscriber. He'll get 10 more back. Don't worry about Peon. I think it's fine. He's in a good spot. I think him and Fever and a couple of more people are, you know, what I would call the key opinion leaders in the MMO genre. And, you know, developers will obviously value their opinion first. And, yeah, I wouldn't worry about him losing subs. I think he's just fine. Seb says, don't talk about BDO if you never get gear at try at least, which means upgrading your gear to a try rank or something. Ranking gear is important, BDO, for those of you that don't play. And Seb says, in a level 60 character. But Tom makes a good point, you know. I mean, if you've at least played the game, then you're entitled to share your opinion, you know, whether or not other people accept it. That's up to them. But like I said, you know, don't attack people just for their opinion. ggmyster says, I was 57 but stopped on BDO before they made it easier to get to 60, and I'm still not 60, and I wish I had the time. Tom says, holding you to the Beardrian, Elias. I will get to it. We got Flying with Feathers says hi. Hello, Flying with Feathers. If you've just joined the stream, I think I'm going to end it now because the last hour has been me just sitting here talking to people, and I think it's time to go, but let me just try to catch up. Flying with Feather says, I heard this Blast Online game is shit. Well, you may have heard a lot of things about Blast Online, but if you've not played it before, I highly suggest watching some of the videos. I've got a video on my channel about my first impressions. You can watch that. I have, at this point, 11 hours of total stream time across 4 different streams that you can watch. So, check it out. Watch other YouTubers. Make an informed opinion, but there are issues with Blast Online and Flag with Feathers. I'm not going to deny that. There's a lot of issues. Leafbinder says, I spent $120 just trying to get my mount awakened. Oh gosh, yeah, BDO, huh? And Tom says, long live GRM. Thank you, Tom. Long live you. Okay, I think this is going to do it, guys. I'm just going to scroll through all your comments really quick, and I'm just going to go all the way down. All right, I'm just going to finish up here. Leafbinder says, you have to remember, though, some of these crits do work for publishers, and they want and need Blessed to fail. Okay, we will carry on this Blessed discussion the next stream, I promise. I'm going to be on Sunday night my time, so that means about 3 hours ago, 9 p.m. GMT plus 8 is when I stream on Sunday, and I will create a YouTube event for it. So if you subscribe to my channel, you know, beside the subscribe button, there's going to be like a bell there. If you click on that bell, whenever I put out something, you know, you got to get a notification for it. So Sunday night, my time, 9 p.m. GMT, I'm going to be streaming. And for those of you that follow me on Twitch, Tuesday around the same time, and Fridays are my stream times as well. So those are when I stream. But in terms of putting out videos, I don't have a schedule, but usually the weekend you'll see a video, and during the week you may see some as well. And I hope I covered everything. Latalis says, I am from Germany. Hello, Germany. Awesome. German is one of those languages that I really want to learn. I really like hearing people speak German, and I would really like to speak German. Tom says, just did a massive dab in honor of the stream and chat. Blitz for you guys. Awesome. Tom says, I can very much see your channel blowing up for its value and understated value, and developers looking at your opinion. Like for me, if the channel grows, it grows. I'm Oh, Brugri has just subscribed. Thank you, Brugri. Appreciate the support. Welcome to the stream. I'm sorry it's ending, honestly, but for those of you just joining, feel free to rewind the stream and watch everything. And look, what was I saying again? Oh yeah, Tom, look, the channel growth, if my channel grows, you know, from me doing just what I am doing, just speaking my opinion, sharing our MMO experiences, then great. You know, that's the greatest thing that could ever happen. If it don't, I'm still having fun. I'm still gonna be here, and I still have you guys, and that's all that matters. Tom says, "Don't go, BB." I gotta go, Tom. It's almost midnight. It's already midnight. It's 12:15. I'm working tomorrow, man. I'm working tomorrow. Leaf Binder says, "I just don't think people expect the impossible more these days." Sad says, "I'm not defending video because end game." All right, we'll carry on this video discussion pretty soon. Odin says, "Have a good one, Adrian. Cheers." Thank you, Odin. Appreciate you being here. Tom says, "Thanks again, mate. Long live." Thank you. Nicholas says, "Remind people to like this video." Yeah, so that's it. That's going to be it for me, guys. Everybody watching up to this point. I appreciate you being on this stream. It's been great fun. I've had fun jumping into the game, showing you guys what dungeons are, both solo for the Paladin and the Mage. And, yeah. I mean, I don't remember much else from the game. I just remember talking to you guys and to all these people who have been so awesome, pledging to my Patreon. Kazi, Latalis, scrolling down some more. JD and Joachim, you guys, thank you so much. Xantar has just subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Xantar. So yeah, Nicholas, thank you for the reminder. So like the video here in the stream if you enjoyed the stream, and if you're new, feel free to subscribe to the channel for more MMO content. The recap vlog for this video is going to come out sometime tomorrow, and then there's going to be a couple more videos over the week, and then I'll see you guys on Friday on Twitch for PvP stream, Sunday night on here on YouTube for another Bless leveling stream. That's it, guys. I'm gonna go. Xantar says good night. Thank you. Have a good day, Xantar, wherever you are. And Purico says good night. Thank you, Purico. Alright, guys, I am out of here. Thank you so much. Once again, I'm Adrian. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I thank you guys for watching. Later, all.